Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, a voice.
Howdy.
Oh,
Hello.
mysterious voices. All of them.
How are you all?
Doing good and
Did you?
survived the Thanksgiving weekend.
Right?
Oh, yeah. That's always got you.
Now, if only it can be the weekend all over again, so I don't have to go to work on Monday.
If only. If only.
Just fast forward.
Yeah, you got 2 more holidays coming up, so.
Yep. And the sad thing is, those holidays are back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. I just have finals week to get through, and then I have winter break.
Well, in that case, to hell with y'all. Just wait for it, you young whippersnapper.
Yeah, that'll all be over before you know it.
Next thing you know, you'll be in the middle of the workforce and you'll just be like, oh my god, I understand. Why didn't you warn me?
We did.
Brick grind.
Well, somebody's microphone has a lot of feedback, by the way.
Is it? Here, I'll try mute.
Oh, it went dead silent. It may be you or the culprit was covering themselves up conveniently behind you. They're like, he's
Okay.
muting his mic, I better mute mine too.
I'll just mute when I'm not. I'll just mute when I'm not talking. Then.
They can't ever know.
Until you completely forget to unmute and you're like, I said a cool thing, guys! I unfortunately have done that way too many times.
Yeah, that happens.
You've done like full tirades of like session and be like, what?
We're all just sitting there being like, "Hey, Jim, are you there?"
And then
The
somebody will
entire
say,
Big Bad's monologue is lost.
I wonder if he knows he's on mute. Long pause. God damn it, this never happens when I game in person.
Hello?
So is everybody ready?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, cool. 'Cause Skype just said no, like a second ago. And
You lied.
it lied. It wanted to update.
Skype was just fucking with you.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. Everything's fine.
Are you ready or are you ready?
The second
Depends on where you left off.
Ready,
So,
ready.
well, where we left off is you guys opted out of the clearing the rest of the ship, remember, and head to the next mission?
Yeah.
You were happy with getting your prize to a nice, safe place for the techs to do their job, and thankfully, Kay is staying behind to help set up the communications relay.
Aw,
How
nice of him.
awfully convenient.
Because he's
Thankfully for who?
he's a cool team player like that, and he warned me about an hour ago that he couldn't make it. So that's totally how we work it into the storyline. So if you're out there listening to us, Kay, on the HoloNet, we wish you were here, but we're glad for your sacrifice to go help out the team by setting up the Holo relay. Unfortunately, as a side effect of that, he needs you guys to do some really good scavenging of equipment for him, and by scavenging, I mean he needs you all to go steal some Imperial equipment for your headquarters to be updated.
Nice. I love stealing from Imperials.
Acquire. Stealing, such a harsh word.
So
But a
as
true one.
Pappy, you know, he's congratulated you guys for a good job of scavenging the wreckage that's being retrofitted right now. Your command ship is flying through space with like half the personnel missing because they're working on that wreckage that is going to be your new mobile headquarters. He's got you guys in the briefing room, and you're uncomfortable because you kind of walk into the briefing room, and immediately, as I look to see what page you guys are on, there we go. Kay had provided with his cool Imperial Cadet ability the floor plans for a Gazanti-class cruiser, which you guys are familiar with. Those are those cool patrol ships, sometimes used as cargo ships, that have the 4 TIE fighters. Yeah?
James, you're coming in now.
In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're breaking up for me too.
Uh-oh. I had internet issues earlier today, so I hope that's not the case.
Now you're
Oh
clear.
God.
Now you sounded good there.
Okay, how do I sound now?
Good.
Better.
Better. Okay, so hovering in the HoloNet before you guys is the Gazanti-class cruiser hologram. And apparently some space pod racing going on in the background. You know who
this
you
is
are.
Meryl Streep.
We all look over. We all look over to that guy who's sitting in the corner watching a pod race on his holo.
We know what you're doing.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'll pay attention. I promise.
It's always fucking Oni.
And Pappy's kind of pacing, and he's looking at, he's got one of his forearms is holding a data pad with a list of communications equipment. And he just looks at you guys after, like, just chewing his cud for a second and says, "So, Gazanti-class cruiser, you're all familiar, yes?"
Very.
I mean, it's not your first rodeo with one. You know how to blow one out of the sky really well.
Yes, we've done that multiple times. As a matter of fact, I think we could probably make a trend line with just the data that we have of blowing up Gazanti-class cruisers to figure out exactly how many proton torpedoes it takes. Pretty sure its average is like 2.59.
Oh, no.
Get it down to a science.
Hey, I am the Mandalorian after all. Blowing things up is a science to me.
I thought it was more an art.
But I have a feeling that's not the objective this time.
So he gives you guys a second to do your nod and affirmatives and little under your voice, your little retorts, and he proceeds to take the data pad he's holding and immediately swipes to Enos's control panel, a list that starts populating on your panel in front of you. And
Ooh,
you're
list.
immediately
What is
looking
it
at
of?
this list and kind of giving it an eyeball of what's on the list. So do me a favor, as everyone gets ready to roll their force dice. And once everyone's rolled their force dice, give me a mechanics or computers. Look how I'll give you the option.
Oh man.
I heard none of what you just said.
I heard choppy
Roll.
chops.
All I know is Enos is already flipping light side points after Quinn just gave him 2.
That was an accident. That
Okay.
was fully an accident.
He
I
feels
meant to
so
press roll.
confident. He is. I will flip the point back to you then.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because I was gonna say, I mean, maybe after events of last session, it might not be the worst idea.
Oh no.
I just distinctly remember not having to get shot at all and still getting, well, downed.
Downed, as they say.
So we're in balance. All right. Oh, wait. Why did Enos roll twice? So there's one too many dark sides.
Enos is
Don't-
just like all over the place, isn't he today?
Right?
It's been a rough week, guys. I have a lot of final
What is
projects.
this final stuff you're talking about? Okay, I've sent you an update. It should read 3 dark side and 4 light side. Look how light sidey things are for you guys.
Well, yeah. This came from a win, man.
Yeah. Okay, so as soon as Enos has a second to look at the data pad, he's gonna kind of look over the shopping list that just popped up. Go ahead and give me your mechanics or computers roll.
I don't think either of those are very good.
Doesn't have to be. It's not that important.
They're actually exactly the same. They're both 2 green, but here goes.
I mean, regardless of how well you roll, you're still gonna, say, hey. So when you look over that list, immediately you're noticing that it's a lot of HoloNet communication equipment. And we're talking like industrial communications. Basically like a mobile news reporter's, equipment. And we're talking, when you're looking at this list, you immediately acknowledge that it's like a really large equipment list.
I look at Pappy and I go, "What, are we mugging a journalist?"
And he kind of snickers at that, and he's just like, "Funny you should ask."
Oh no!
Don't
In
say things
fact-
like this.
Kay and the rest of our technicians have been busy little bees finding out what we need to retrofit that beautiful craft that you guys located for us. And you hear him kind of like, he mumbles something under his breath, like maybe he doesn't think it's as beautiful as it is, but it's the turd sandwich he has to eat, so he's dealing with it. And the equipment we need is readily available and easy to get on the market. And he clicks a little button that you hear a little beep, and all of a sudden it pops up with the Gazanti class cruiser, floor plans popping this, that way you can clearly see the different deck levels, as well as the cargo bay is 2 floors. And he says, "Lucky for you, Rebel Intelligence has a ready-to-go resource with that equipment."
Choppy again, James.
Choppy.
Okay, am I choppy? Because I'm hearing that background noise clicking in and out for some reason.
Well, I've been muted, so
Somebody's got some hissy background noise.
I can actually hear it too, I think.
Yeah, I can hear
I
it.
can hear a hissy, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Who doesn't
A
hear the
hissy.
hissy sound? That's probably the culprit.
I'm hearing it coming and going.
Okay, if I mute.
I'm still hearing it. Shall we
It's not
close?
me.
Shall we close the Skype chat and reopen it and see if we get a better connection?
Yeah, we
Sure.
can try that.
Okay, so everybody close out your Skype. Let's see if the Skype gods will behave. And this is why you all can hear that I've got clear audio on my end. I got no hissy sound. Let's go ahead and see what's going on. And through the power of the Skype gods, let's see if it gets back to going.
Hello?
Hello.
It
Hello.
sounds better.
It does,
Does
sound
sound
better.
Maybe we
Yes, it
solved the
does.
problem.
Maybe
We
we
shall.
were altered through Albuquerque and back, and that was a bad connection.
Then instead it made just a connection with Tucson, since I think we're all in Tucson right now.
Yeah.
Right, but it was going to Albuquerque and then coming back, so that's why it was acting weird.
Had to go 1,000 miles to a server farm to come right back.
Right.
So as I was saying, it flips through the various floor plans, and your shopping list, kind of highlights and pings if you scroll down to the bottom of your map. The items conveniently located into the cargo hold. Isn't that
But
convenient?
of course. How convenient. One stop
And
stop shopping.
And then the computer gives you this little breakdown display where it shows this airlock on deck 1, this corridor, past engineering to your cargo location. Which, by the way, is also the launch tubes for the TIE fighters.
Oh no.
And it's a very simple process of then taking the return trip with the items in 3, possibly 4 runs, because it's a large shopping list.
All right,
And Pappy
may
just
have
gives
missed
you a
this
second.
I may have missed this because my Skype crashed for a second there and I had to rejoin the call. But are we supposed to be doing this stealthily?
As that wasn't quite discussed yet, he's giving you time to absorb the information that you have there. That you're realizing that yes, this would probably require multiple trips. And the worst thing that kind of sinks in as you're looking at this is you're like, there's no way your fighters could carry this cargo.
Yeah, no.
No. We don't have our spy either, who would be sneaky.
So we could, if we really wanted to, take our big ship and then somehow dock, steal the equipment, and leave. Or we could just show up in our fighters board, kill or capture all the Imperials, and then dock our fighters and bring the Gazanti back.
And when you say that, Pappy gives you this proud papa smile, by the way. As soon as you come to that assessment on your own, he gives you the look like, my God, he's gotten it in one.
He wants the whole ship? Oh,
Why wouldn't we want the whole ship?
Well, why bother with the list then?
It is actually more work for us to extract the equipment and leave without the ship than it is to just take the whole ship.
And as you say,
on board, but fuck.
As you say that, Pappy literally looks at you and says, I like the initiative you're taking, son. And this is the first time he's said son to you. And there's a proud Pappy look in his eye at you. As he's just like, you've become a man. There's a moment where he has respect in his eyes for you. And it feels good that you see him look at all of you guys with that look in his face, as he's just like, Thunder Squad was the right squad to get for this.
And all it took to earn that praise is grand larceny Gazanti.
And that, and you guys succeeded on a bunch of missions without, having anyone else turn traitor.
So far.
God damn it, man.
Now the poor droid's got issues.
He wasn't a traitor,
Which
he
droid?
just had to withdraw from his contract due to familial obligations.
Wow.
Without killing anyone.
Spoken like a Mandalorian.
I mean, Mandalorians understand the importance of clan. We occasionally have to abandon contracts for familial obligations.
Oopsie.
Happens time.
From time to time, these things, they kind of happen.
Yeah, okay. So how many enemies are we facing to take this ship?
Well,
With that-
What's the standard complement of a Gazanti? I should have this somewhere.
Yeah.
As you ask that, he says, thankfully, that information was provided by Kay with the think tank that he's working with. And he kind of
Okay.
reaches out to his attaché for some information, and the attaché kind of like, oh, this is my job, and kind of fumbles around and immediately produces a second pad, the pad, and zips the information to him, and he says, the standard complement should be for a situation of this effect. And he's looking, and he's like, engineers, pilots, loading security bots, standard stormtrooper complement. Well, according to this, if it's standard, there should be a quartet of pilots with 2 reserve pilots, usually in the cockpit, 2 pilots in the cockpit, a Imperial commander, a group of about 6 or so engineers, and of course the quartermaster for the transporting of cargo. So in rough estimates, as he's like, carry the 2,
A buttload.
Math is hard.
There should be around 20 personnel on board the ship, including the weapons gunners, pilot, and possibly 2 to 4 security or labor droids. And of course, the holo display starts showing a variation of different droids that you possibly could run onto there, of standard astromechs to cargo loading droids to KX security droids. It kind of rotates through of the possible opportunities that might be on there.
Only.
All
Great.
of which will be considered hostile, of course.
Of course.
But I have nothing but belief in your capabilities. I mean, you not only handled a full ship complement of pirates to get our prize last time. I have a feeling that 20 Imperials will be cakewalk for you.
I'm happy you feel that way, Happy.
And he just is the little astromech chimes in like that, and it sounds so sweet and droid. He just looks at you and says, "I agree, Rigger. You should be
So
happy
that's
about this
technically-
cakewalk."
So that's technically 16 after taking out the 4 ties.
And
That's assuming that they have time to deploy their ties. These are Imperials we're talking about.
This is 4 for each of us.
as he kind of laughs, and he's like, excellent, yes. Taking out the ties first would be a prudent course of action.
That would actually help, because then we'd have an easy spot to dock.
Well, exactly. If they don't launch, then we're having to figure something else out. So
You
yeah,
can just blow them off at that point.
hoping not to damage the docking rings.
Docking,
Yeah, that'd be a
yeah,
bit.
just use ones here too, though, just in case.
This is true. There are additional ways on the ship if the necessity arises.
As he's proud of the initiative you're all taking with your jumping in to share your thoughts on this.
Well, of course, because we rock.
And according to our intelligence, you all have a solid 2 hours before you need to head out to the coordinates of where this ship will be taking off. Thankfully, due to Imperial scheduling, we know exactly when it's leaving.
Yay!
And of course, he points out the gun turrets on the ship, that, hey, you may want to take care of those, There's a gun here, and a gun here, and there's missile launchers in the front, so you may want to avoid the front. But
Yeah.
This isn't your first rodeo. He feels completely confident what you're doing.
Yeah, been there, played this game.
Yep.
As Jim makes us feel so secure right now, so that when we show up, it can have like a Death Star laser mounted on top of it.
Don't give him idea.
No, it's merely
It's
from
Jim.
the last Star Wars movie. It's the planet-destroying laser.
Just a torpedo sphere.
All right then.
Modified with like advanced thrusters and
I
proton
swear to
torpedoes.
God.
It's Jim. We don't need to give him ideas. He's already got some. I mean, just listen to the way he's talking.
This is just natural confidence. I don't know what you're talking about. And he proceeds to, he kind of looks around the room, and he kind of makes the little judgment call that Enos, I assume once you infiltrate the ship, you'll be taking ground command.
Absolutely.
And he kind of like looks around. You can totally feel he's trying to. His eyes are pausing on Sobek's usual seat that's been empty, and Kay's seat because he's doing other stuff, and he's just like. And Quinn, you took command last time. Is that correct?
Sure.
How do you feel with this responsibility?
How do I feel about who?
This responsibility.
Of taking command.
Oh, yeah, sure. You got this.
Love the enthusiasm. Love the
If you
enthusiasm.
feel
Giannis just sort of face palms at that.
if you feel that confident, then I feel just as confident in you, if not more so, preferably more so. As says,
You got this.
I will say that go ahead and continue taking charge of the air contacts.
Is
Well,
it on the whiteboard? Because if it's not on the whiteboard, it's not real.
And he looks at his little attaché when Oni says that, and she nods. She goes back over, and she immediately writes their flight commander.
God damn it, guys.
Giannis is gonna take out his holocommunicator and like snap a picture of the whiteboard just because, you know. Just for reference, if Oni gets any ideas, it's on the whiteboard.
It's on the whiteboard.
Fucking Jedi Master Oni.
Hey, it worked, didn't it?
You don't want his Jedi masterness taking over in the middle of combat.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head to my office, get changed into my flight suit or flight armor. Anybody that needs medical checkup for any kind of criticals that we need to take care of, please stop by before we head out.
Oh.
Wow, that's all I'm gonna say to that.
Walks
Is,
in, okay,
wow.
Doc, which one do you want to take this time? We've got a bit of a backlog.
Yeah, I know. That's why I mentioned it.
Quinn mentions if anyone has any criticals, locks eyes with Giannis.
As I'm peeking, oh yeah, he's got up to 2. He cured 1 last time, I thought.
Yeah, I still have 2 left over.
Okay, so are you gonna try to medbay that shit?
I would love
Yeah.
to medbay that shit.
Okay, so conveniently, medbay is very sparsely empty because, you know, hey, nobody's in need of medical attention right now, which is good.
We're doing all the damn work.
Oh.
I've got an average and an easy. Neither of which have augmenting effects.
Yeah. Well, we'll get rid of the hardest one first, I guess. I'm fairly confident.
Is I need to
Just
refresh
that.
my screen real quick because apparently
Alright.
I lost my dice thingy.
Uh-oh.
It's the dulcet tones.
As someone is just singing away some old war tune.
Giannis is just humming something that he learned from the clones that his family helped evacuate one time.
So using the med bay, any bonuses or anything there?
I will definitely give you a free upgrade once I
yeah,
find
boots.
my duty and play. What's going on here? Force manifestation. Everything got like jumbled all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
Jim is stuck in the labyrinthine maze that is the GM side of Roll20.
Ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That is one beast I opt not to tackle.
Usually not so bad. Let me see.
Yeah, it can be really
Okay,
clunky
that's
at
bizarre.
times.
So apparently, I was editing an NPC sheet, and it merged the Game Master sheet and the NPC sheet together.
Oh no.
That's not
Oh.
great.
Thankfully, it didn't jack up my stuff, but it just renamed both windows I had popped open as different things. Bizarre. Okay, so I will give you a free upgrade because you have all access. I'm assuming you're gonna go for the 2 purple crit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I got 2 purple in there with the free upgrade. Is there any other dice I need to put in there for you?
No, I already got a blue because I got my backpack too.
Okay, that's already in your Skillio, right?
It is. Yep.
Here's
So
a
we
question.
ready?
Did we get a duty roll?
We did do a duty roll.
Did I miss that? Oh, there it is.
You ready for my med roll?
Yep.
While you figure that out? All right. Oh shit.
Oh no.
As unfortunately, when you're trying to take care of Enos's injury, and it's that slightly dazed, he's been getting like tendonitis in his ears, and he's
Oh.
just like doesn't want to go away. I mean, thankfully, its effects are no longer active, which he totally needs to click the off on the crit sheet, so he's not giving us setback dice because you totally don't want that since you're out of the encounter that gave it to you.
All those dice and those 2 purple, man.
Yeah, so if
Brutal.
Enos, if you want to pull up your character sheet and go to crits, you'll want to turn both of those crits to effect off so they don't mess with you when you're playing.
Anybody else have a crit while we're here?
I was looking and I don't think I do.
I don't think I do.
I'll double check because I got a shit ton of whatchamacallit.
I
That
do
would-
not, I don't have any.
Yeah, I don't think I have any. Doesn't seem like it.
I'm back.
Let's-
Sorry, my Skype crashed again.
Oh, no problem.
Oh,
just
I
having
was
issues.
saying that make sure you go to your character sheet on your crit tab and you make sure you turn the effects off for both those crits. Don't heal them,
Okay.
but turn the effects off because they were only until the next turn and the encounter.
I see.
I don't want you getting hit with the setback dice when you shouldn't be getting hit with those dice.
sorry, man.
And
I was
did,
distracted. I was
By the
distracted
humming.
with the mission, so
He
Didn't heal
he
the
tried
I
to
see.
heal it, but he was just not. It's an internal inner ear damage. That's hard to heal. You can't just slap
It's
a
okay.
stim
He
on
made
it.
it feel a lot nicer. Doesn't hurt anymore.
It's just
Wow.
that anytime you take some major injury, it seems to be affecting you still. It's not actively affecting you, but it reminds you it's there often.
Oh no.
crazy. All right. Everybody got everything they need? Any requisitions or anything that anybody needs?
You do have time to do one requisition.
Any grenades or anything like that?
I have the grenades I need. I just don't have replacements.
But do you have the grenades that you want?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Well, unless we can requisition a thermal detonator, and I don't know if that's going to be too helpful on this particular mission, since we're, trying to take the ship, not blow it up.
Fair.
Where's my audits? Just checking to see if there's anything on my Mandalorian wish list.
Well, that stuff we may not be able to requisition, but
Exactly.
He's
the-
like-
the- the-
While we're
Most-
here, I'm gonna ask for this.
It as well, just in case, you know.
I don't think I need anything at the moment.
All right, just making sure since we'll have a shipboard assault.
Oh, actually, before we do that, actually, James, you said that the lightsaber I took as a souvenir, there was just a component that I needed to replace on it or something like that.
As soon as you find someone that knows about lightsabers, sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Always a catch.
Alright.
If only you knew anything about the internal workings of a lightsaber. I mean, I could always have you try if you want to futz with it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna tuck it away for
What's
now.
the worst that happens with a self-contained power source and a ion-speared laser thingy?
He turns it on
That
while pointing it at
screwdriver.
himself. That is exactly the worst case scenario.
Hey,
Or while
what's this
pointing it
inner
at someone else.
No, the worst
Okay,
part is
yeah,
he
yeah,
shuts off
actually-
the safety feature and he drops it through the deck.
No.
Everyone runs from deck to deck to deck, just missing it melt through level after level after level.
Somebody catch that.
Oh god.
So
I do have a question, Jim. So, according to Ogdudes and the Rise of the Separatist book, the Phase 1 clone trooper armor that they have does not have any like sealable or sealed or like any protection against vacuum, but in the lore, the Phase 1 ARC Trooper, or the Phase 1 Clone Trooper armor, not the ARC Trooper armor, but the regular Clone Trooper armor, was in fact vacuum sealed and had like a minute or two worth of life support.
It was because they
Goodness.
burned the hard points to make it so.
yeah, there is a hard point ad for it.
Yeah, that's why it still has so many hard points, is so you can basically add those cool things to it.
Okay, but it doesn't actually have the sealable feature, so at least according to Ogdudes, I can't like add the vacuum sealed. But is that something that I can actually like, if we happen to come across the ability to get a vacuum sealed attachment, I could put that on the Clone Trooper armor?
Yeah, if you're willing to spend the hard points, you can totally do it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
was gonna say it should allow for that.
Because it's full body hard and hard full body, but it's not sealable, which I think is the like category that Ogdudes needs it to be in to be able to consider it technically qualified for vacuum seal. So it doesn't actually, like, if you go to the
It's probably because that's in the Rebels book, which technically aren't really added. They're just kind of thrown in there. Ogdudes.
like the Rise of the Separatists.
Yeah, it doesn't really have the finite details. But yeah, if you're willing to spend for I'm looking to see which armor mod it is, because there's like 2 different ones you can get.
I think vacuum sealed is the regular one at least, and it gives like 10 minutes worth of
Yeah.
air for protection against
That's,
vacuum or poisonous atmospheric effects.
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the flight suit has as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't give.
But yeah, it looks like it's 1,000 credits, 1 hard point,
Yeah.
rarity 3.
I mean, here I thought you'd want to spend your money on integrated holsters so that we could add a couple encumbrance 3 weapons to your armor without counting against you. More guns.
Well, from what I've noticed from having my many guns, it's good to have a wide selection, but don't necessarily need them all on any given mission. That's what grenades are for.
This is true.
You take the one gun that's most likely to fit your scenario, and then you just have one grenade for every possible go to shit moment.
Yeah, I guess they didn't load all the descriptors for the Phase 1 ARC Trooper. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Looking
the
at
category information's missing.
well,
from the
when I actually looked at the Rise of the Separatist book, in the book it doesn't actually have all the categories, and I think what it was they just weren't expecting people to use something like Ogdude, so they figured people would just sort of like take full body as like, you know, well, obviously it's sealable, whereas they forgot that was like a technical term that they had introduced in the core rulebooks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that happened.
Yeah, so it's 10. Yeah, it is 10 minutes of atmospheric.
But then that's why you get the amphibious edition, because, or you get the amphibious attachment as well, because that also provides additional oxygen that can last up to like 4 hours, I think, with all the attachments. So you combine the two, and then you get hours worth of air. So then I can strap myself to the top of a cruiser with my missile tube.
So, of course, you know, comes the question of, it's the first thing, since you guys are thinking, I'm sure Ignis is thinking, how about explosives to possibly breach the ship once you get in the ship? I mean, I'm just saying. Stuff like Flex Detonite Tape, which is a Rebel's favorite because it's the easiest to use. Or some other kind of shape charge for blowing sealed hatches. I mean,
I would definitely like to see if I can requisition some of that. One sec, let me see if I can see. Shaped charge, 500 credit price. Breach 1, Vicious 1. Mechanic skill to deploy. Can I see if the Rebellion happens to have anything like that on hand?
So are we making just a single roll on this?
It would be
for
just
acquisitions?
a single roll.
For
And-
acquisitions.
For acquisitions, yeah. Now, however,
Okay.
before you pick that one, let me totally Skype you the more Rebel-like one.
Oh, the Flex 5 Detonite Tape?
Flex 5 Detonite Tape. Yes, that's exactly
it.
the one I'm talking about. That a single charge of Flex 5 is roughly a meter long. Since it is extremely simple to use, any trooper who has ever fixed a picture to a barracks wall or the inside of a footlocker can use the tape. The difficulty check of use of Flex 5 does not increase past easy with additional charges.
Because I want to see if we might have some of those on board ship as well in chat.
And let me see what you posted there.
The descriptors at the bottom.
The
Just
ion
copy it.
torpedoes?
Replace at least on one of the ships or a couple of the ships, the
Thanks.
torpedoes.
Thanks to your previous missions, that can be easily accomplished because, yes, you did supply enough ion torpedoes for you guys. So you can
Yay.
totally just send a
Awesome.
communication to the flight bay to have them swap out one or more ships with ion torpedoes. Now the question is, who's wanting that? And you need to put that on your ship's character stats.
Yeah.
I think what we might want to do
If it's
Is
not on your
'cause-
sheet, it didn't happen.
Right.
the ships have the Y-wings hold like what, like 3 sets of torpedoes, right?
I don't think you can alternate or mix
You
them. I
can
don't
load them in a funky configuration, but that's the configuration
ya?
you're stuck shooting. You can
Yeah,
totally go BB shot, slug, BB shot, but
Yeah.
that's how it's coming out, whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, no, but I think that that's okay, because I think it would be cool if, like, you know, if we loaded a couple ion torpedoes into the ships first, then we'll have that to, like, you know, do the obvious disable maneuver that we're going for on the Gazanti, but then behind that we'll have proton torpedoes, so if reinforcements show up and everything goes to shit, we can just shoot bombs at them.
Yeah, I could see maybe doing one ship, all three, the standard torpedoes, and then two of the ships with two of the ions, and then the last one being the photons, just in case.
Yeah, remember I'm in an X-wing though, not a Y-wing.
Well, yeah, but
But
you
I
still
still
have
have
the same.
torps. Yeah.
Yeah, you still have the same torps. So.
And if that is the case, put it in the notes of your vehicle's weapons system. And in what order they are in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say ion, and the last one is
Proton, yeah.
proton. Yeah.
So then, Oni, since you're in the X-wing, do you want to just take the full proton load?
Yeah, and I can, if I need to, I can take out the any ship support that they have while you guys are doing the disabling.
Because
Yeah.
we also, that'll work, because we also have the cannon, so. Cannon, so.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
also have the ion cannons. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do not. So I can deal with whatever ties they throw at us, and you guys disable the big boy.
Yeah, I mean, proton torpedoes we really won't need for ties. That's more if like they send like they have unexpected assistance.
Yeah, you never know.
Exactly.
All right. So let's see why we.
I would like to inquire as to the quartermaster if there is any detonite tape available.
And he will say, "Let me see what I can find." Is he like this little tiny? It's one of those cool little bat-like guys, that's like little cute bat-like halfling. And as he starts diving through his little list here. And what is the rarity of that?
Looks like it is rarity 6.
Alrighty, I love it. Love it a lot. I love it a lot. Oh, was there an ope?
Yeah, I just wanted to update my Roll20 sheet because I went to my negotiation and I saw I only had 4 greens and I'm like, wait a minute, I upped my presence last session. I should note that. So
Yes,
now
yes,
it's
you
5.
should.
Wow.
I mean, I hope you spent all your experience.
I did actually.
You'd hate to die with experience that could have saved you.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Jim says after talking about the very routine mission we're supposed to be performing.
What? It's a smash and grab. You take out a couple ties in a ship, you kick in the door, and you steal their shit and leave. Haven't you been hearing about California's flash mobs happening?
Alrighty,
So-
Jim. Do you have everything in there for my negotiation check? I'm assuming it's a negotiation check.
Yep, it's going to be a negotiation. I don't have it all in there yet. I'm putting it in right now.
Real quick, Gregor, just for conformity, I guess, on your ship, under cargo hold, because there's no real note area. I
Okay.
just did add under cargo hold. I put add, and then in the miscellaneous info, I just put torpedo load dash ion proton. That way, it's referenced on there, like Jim said.
And just as he pops up, the quartermaster looks at you with big, big bat eyes with his cute little bat nose, and he sticks his hands up, and go ahead and make your negotiation roll. I was so expecting you to spend a light side point there.
I don't need a light side point. I've got a 5 presence. This is my shit. I can't actually fight, but I can talk.
As all of a sudden his little hands he sticks up turn into 2 thumbs up, as he's just like, I've got at least 10 charges if you'd like.
That would be awesome.
And
You
he
know,
like
we'll keep it.
slams this box that it's very familiar. Every rebel cell's got one of these boxes with the easy how to use, chart on it. And he basically, pushes the whole box of 10 charges to you, and take 1 point of strain as you were stressing whether he had any or not, because you were so specific in your order. As he gives you
And
this happy
Brandon is a
wave
cool-
as you go.
Add
All right.
As you
quantity
get the vague, may the force be with you!
always.
Don't get cocky, kid. And of course, the question is, where's Enos putting this crate of 10 explosive but stable deck cords?
Well,
It's like
I don't think I'm gonna need my sniper rifle.
it's close order, or corridor to corridor, door to door. So no, you need a
So I can
room
take-
clearing.
That out.
Now, if you had a shotgun, that'd be a great thing. Those are really fun.
I have a minigun, a sniper rifle, and a pistol, and a whole bunch of grenades.
I guess it's minigun and pistol then. So
That's the plan. And grenades. Always. You can never have too many grenades.
all right,
And
then sounds
basically
like
60 feet of explosive tape.
Oh, I also have a missile launcher, but I'm not gonna bring that either.
yeah, no.
Love.
All right then. I guess we're ready. We wait for our mission window.
Okay.
I'm going to ask if anybody else wants to carry a little bit of the explosives because I can't quite carry all of them.
I can't either without overload.
I can carry most of them. I need someone to carry 3 encumbrance worth of tape.
Okay, where would I find out if I have room? Because technically I don't have a passenger, but
No, it's
I
he's
think
talking
he means
carry it
carry on your person.
on my person. I'm out.
I have one available.
Rigger's mighty brawn of 1 is saying, no, I'm not your cargo
No.
carrier. I am
How
not
dare
a
you."
loader. I am an astromech.
You know, in that case, I'll just leave the 3 extra flex detonate type or
Oh,
detonate
actually.
tape in the ship, or actually, I'll leave it just at like our base or whatever, and like just in case we need it later.
Actually, you know what? I can carry 3 of them. I just need, I just don't carry my crash survival kit on my back while we're in there.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
here's the
Set
tape
in
then.
the ship. You can put that in the cargo hold. of
Just
the-
in case we get
Okay.
separated, Oni, here's some explosives.
And so, luckily, if we're separated by a wall, that would no longer be a problem.
right?
Nope.
Yay!
So, how
So
much
we got-
is it?
It is 3. The quantity is 3. It is flex 5 detonate tape. It is rarity 4, price 30, damage 5, skill mechanics. It has I think that damage mod is +2. I think that's +2 for. Is that +2 against structures, or I'm assuming that's +2 for each additional charge used?
Well, the base damage is 5. I sent it in the Facebook chat. And additional damage is +2 for each additional charge you add to it.
I see.
So it's basically like a 3-foot long tape of deck cord or plastic that's all pre-rolled. And you basically slap it in whatever shape you want to use, and then expect it to do some major damage. And it's ridiculously cheap if you think for it,
Oh yeah.
And no matter how many charges you tape together, it is still only an easy mechanics roll to blow it up.
Lovely.
Because let's be honest, it's like those really cool breaching devices they have now for SWAT teams and military, where it's you fill it with water, you put it against the wall, you pull the little pull charge, and it blows up for you. You
It's
have to
fancy
actually-
plastique. That's
Uh-huh.
all.
You don't have to have any actual tech know-how on how to use it.
Yeah, it's fancy plastique, and plastic explosives is totally safe. Just don't stomp it out while it's lit.
You can light it on fire. You can hit it with
Yeah.
a shovel. You can throw it out of an airplane.
You can light it on fire,
Just don't hit it with a
or
shovel.
while it's not lit on fire, you can hit it with a hammer or shovel, whatever. But when it's lit on fire, do not hit it with a hammer or a shovel or.
You do
a
one
boot.
of these things, but not multiples.
I gotta go 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Okay, do we want to take a quick 5-minute break before the shit hits the fan?
Sure.
Or the rubber hits
Sure.
the tarmac? Give you guys some fighter pilot lingo.
Or the debt tape gets stuck on my finger.
Like shit, take it off.
Who gave him the debt tape? Okay, well,
It's not bubble gum.
we'll take a quick 5-minute bio
Just don't try to
slash
shoot.
drink break.
Alright.
Alright. Later, guys.
Come back.
Hey, back.
I never left.
I'm here too.
Neither did I.
Aha. James was waiting to hear something juicy.
I was waiting for the good stuff. I mean, let's be honest. If I was really AFK from the computer, I'd just turn on Twitch and listen to Twitch about 15 seconds behind what you guys say.
Well, that's just it. My phone, I get the pop up for the Twitch feed starting, and I'm like, keep wanting to click it. I'm like, no, I can't watch that. Like, no, can't do that.
No, like in the other group when I joked about the whole, if I've got the screen blanked out, all the sneaky players have to do is log into Twitch and watch my point of view on the screen, so you can see what's going on behind the hidden cover.
Yeah, as long as they don't log in, yeah, you wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm. Until all of a sudden I see a familiar name pop up.
I log in with my account, so you know I'm there. Too much of a hassle to log out, be all sneaky.
Of course, the real fun comes when our one Android Twitch group meets the other Android Twitch group.
Yeah.
Our good doers and the cops. Though the Friday Night Cops game is probably going to have some PvP happening soon, because one of the players is like, he did crooked shit in front of us. I'm like, yep. And there's an article on the Roll20 page for that called The Blue Wall. You should read The Blue Wall and see how cops take care of cops.
Uh-oh.
Because cops don't snitch, but cops have two choices. Take care of it, or you have to go to work ignoring it.
Hmm.
And as a cop who's from a long line of cops, what are you going to choose? So it was funny, last week's session, the guy who's the talkie-talkie player did not show up for the session where they needed a talkie-talkie player to interrogate the prisoners.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're missing your rough guy, huh?
Yep.
What's up with that?
So he said he was going to be late and ended up not making it at all.
Oh,
Had to give him tons of crap for that because they were counting on him for the interrogation. Because last week was the ass kickery. This week was the talk to the victims of their ass kickery.
oh.
Wait. The drug-using cop is the interrogator?
He's the charming talky guy. He if you watch The Expanse, he based his character on the detective that starts in season 1. You know, he's good at what he does. He's just crooked as shit.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I watched.
Mhm. It was a travesty seeing the cops become not good guys. It's almost like watching the Heroes of the Realm game that they played, where they wanted to be big damn heroes in Genesis's version of D&D, and they quickly devolved to big damn mercenaries.
Yeah, they're definitely a little rough around the edges.
The worst being that when the bandits they were infiltrating said, "Go do some highway banditry," and they actually murdered people going through and stole their shit. And I'm like, wow, I thought you wanted to be good guys. I mean,
Chaos Rebels are good guys.
remember
We're doing
when
great.
you gave your bard crap for stabbing a guy in the back who had it coming?
All right.
Does it
So we
sound
got
like we all
everything
back?
together then? Yeah, everybody's back, I think.
Yeah, I'm here. I think
Hey,
we're
at
on.
least we're firmly on the light side of the Force, even if we do cause occasional unnecessary property damage.
That's a little unnecessary property damage.
It's removing enemy assets. All right. Then we will rest or whatever until we have our jump time.
Okay, you
Window.
got your ships all ready and set.
Yeah.
Now the question is Rigger, are you going to use the coordinates they provide you, or are you going to try to see if you can do better?
Do better, Rigger. We know you can.
You got this.
All right.
You got this, shiny friend.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Okay, so Rigger's going to say, to hell with their coordinates, they're crap. I am going to do better.
Oh man, I'm sure I can do fine, but my buddy who helps me is gone.
And I'm totally giving you a blue dice, by the way.
I was gonna say, can I help? And because I have removed 2 blacks.
Thankfully, there are no black dice on this.
Oh, okay.
All right. So rolling. Ready?
Ready now.
That's why I asked now. Okay, I'm rolling.
Nice.
Look at that.
Wait, what just happened? Let's see.
We went into hyperspace. That's what just happened.
No,
we
no.
stopped for lunch on the way.
I
'cause we
utilized the
reduced
dark
travel
side
time.
point, but apparently it did not populate. It's saying dice pool character sheet could not be found.
You know what? That's for the best right now.
Well, you rolled against the upgrades, so you took the consequence. You at least deserved the dice point. Let me save changes and change it back to the name of
Yeah,
dice
that's pretty-
pool. Uh-oh, I'm totally gonna have to make a new dice pool one.
Oh no.
So, needless to say, you made an amazing roll.
Yay!
And because of said amazing roll, as the map
Yeah,
changes. So here's your location. You know that you have the timed coordinates of if you were to leave right now, they will be just leaving the planet. Right here.
Okay.
They need to get past this line to jump to hyperspace, but most
Okay.
likely they won't jump until they reach one of these boxes.
Okay.
So where do you want you guys to land and win? do you want to land like last minute, like way before?
And there's no place to like hide. We'd just be out in the open.
There
right?
seems to be no celestial bodies to hide behind.
Okay. And our entire thing is to take the ship, right?
Yep.
That's
or
the
steal
mission.
the cargo.
Or steal the cargo.
You'd
But,
really
like-
hate for the ship to get to this basically, navigation point where it's basically there's nav buoy and go to light speed, because that's totally a mission fail.
Right. Okay. So I'm thinking somewhere in between the box and the line is a good place to.
Feel free to mark the map where you want to go, so we all
So-
know.
Yeah, you make me actually think.
Hey, you're the one that rolled
Like-
so well. And how do you want to spend those advantages?
Here's,
The-
go ahead.
Go. What? Help.
Oh, I was just going to offer a suggestion.
Always. Please.
Because they can attempt to jump as early as this.
Yeah.
If we were to reach this point just as they were clearing the atmosphere, it would give us, plenty of time to disable them before they could even think about jumping.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With the advantage. Reduce travel time.
Just means we're coming down their throat. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can totally say you're spending three points to time it, so that once you receive the signal that they're disembarking, that you would meet them at a spot. So it's basically you're right on top of them.
Mhm. I like that.
Or you could choose to spread the crew out. You're in different ships, so you could give them slightly varied vectors. So you guys pop out in like a V-wing formation or something.
Mhm.
These are all things you
yeah.
can do.
Leader.
yeah, I would say we kind of pop out definitely right at the line, but as they're just coming up on it.
As they're coming up on the line, or is it better?
Just before, when they're just back from the line a bit.
Okay.
Based on timing.
Based on timing, so not like as they're leaving the atmosphere.
That's a long time for them to be calling in support
Yeah. Okay.
and getting down their throat. So if they're like
Or
in
turning
this
around.
general area and we pop in like right over here, so we have a side vector to them,
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be our.
Going not head on is a good call.
Okay.
Yeah, so when they're a couple boxes back, somewhere in here,
Okay.
and we'll pop into kind of a side to be able to kind of.
Ambush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to come from a cold stop to speed up into them, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we have enough strain. You guys can full throttle if you need to.
True.
Yeah, just saying. I
You
mean,
can, but should you?
I mean, we probably shouldn't. That's a little rough on the Y-wings.
A little bit.
double check your shield configurations as well if you're altering them.
Yeah.
All power to forward deflector shields.
Okay, so
Yep.
just kind of jump out here. Is that good?
Yeah.
I think so.
good to me.
Cool. We do
Yeah,
that.
Put us like right in here. How's that?
Okay. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many squares or so are you wanting them away from the border?
2 or 3.
2 or 3? Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you like for the last 2 advantages?
Well,
We
we had enough
have-
time to stop at a good restaurant, have a good healthy lunch.
These are important things.
Is there any way to be able to not have strain on our engines?
Well, your
To-
engines are topped off, so they're fine at the moment.
Okay. Well, no, I mean to automatically start when we get there, because the whole thing's supposed to be timed so that they are
I-
where they're supposed to be.
I will give you that for your ship, yes.
Okay. Cool. Would
It
that
would
mean
be better in that case for the rest of us to be a couple seconds late than a couple seconds early, right?
Right.
So we can just make sure that we come out behind Rigger
Okay.
to make sure that we don't, give away the ambush.
Mhm.
All right. And where are you? Are you riding with Rigger?
I was going to ride with you, Quinn.
Okay. Then we'll put Sparky in with.
Oh no!
Wait.
Maybe you can keep. Maybe you can
Well-
keep Sparky in line.
Well, I guess I should go with Rigger then, though, because we want the Astromechs in the Astromech slots, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's where they're most useful, so it would be better for you to
Nah,
take Sparky.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we can send Sparky with Oni, but I feel like that's too much chaos in one X-Wing.
Too much chaos.
Oh,
Well, preferably two in the Y wings, just for the fact that that allows the other to potentially shoot,
Fire the ion cannons, yeah.
and one to shoot regular weapons if needed,
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah. Just that would be a fun ship.
I'm used to them.
I love Spike. He's great.
He's great when he's not blowing shit up.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Well, when it's Imperials, sometimes he's great when he is blowing shit up.
Yeah. This is great.
so
we-
how does how
we
does
all love
movement work, James? With our speed versus the squares?
So basically, it's your ship's speed plus any additional ranks of speed that you've got in squares. So you would move a short distance plus a close distance, because we're in spaceships, plus whatever your additional ranks of speed is that you're going once you're moving. Just remember, when you come out of hyperspace, you're at a dead stop. Except for apparently Rigger, who's turning her engines on a second early as she's blasting out of hyperspace.
So she's coming out at 1.
She's
Yeah.
coming out at 1, so she's already moving forward.
Wow. Thank you, special.
Bold.
Look at her
So-
being gutsy.
Yeah. So Sparky with me or Enos?
And
I'm with you, Riggs.
Okay, cool.
So
you're
everybody
less-
has
more likely
updated
to
their
survive
color
her.
dots so we know which ships are in which.
Oh, God.
If you look at the very top, very right, you'll
Mine's
see your
coordinated.
ships. So you just want to make sure who's
Oh.
coordinated there.
Yeah, change yours, Enos, to a blue.
Oh,
Blue dot.
yeah. Where are we? Sorry, I was in the wrong corner of the map to be looking at those. Oh, mine. How do I change my dot?
So if you click on your token,
Yeah.
you could see the two circles at the bottom, the gear and the camera lens. Click on the
Uh-huh.
camera lens, and you can click on the color dot, and you can change it as you please.
There we go. So I need a blue dot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That way you know you're flying with Rigger.
Awesome.
Hee
As you're realizing Rigger is the next most survivable pilot in the group.
After so much, yeah. Also, she hangs out up in the astromech slot, so I've got all this room in the front of the ship to
You
store
have
all my
so
guns.
much room.
You have
There's so much
two
room.
seats to park all your crap.
All these guns and explosives.
All you're getting is her little telemetry readouts on the screen of her chatting with you in text.
Yep.
You're like, wow, I can play whatever music I want in here and nobody complains.
Sure.
Rigger's out in the darkness of space where they can't hear you rock and roll scream. Okay, so everybody go ahead and roll your initiative once I clear it. See how I threw that out there?
We're good to roll cool, correct? If we want.
You are good to roll cool since you know it's coming.
I
And make sure you're clicking on initiative, not your skill.
nice.
Nice to have a triumph, but not in this roll.
Ah, damn.
That'll probably be the last one I see all night.
Oh, that's just sad.
Nice roll, Quinn.
Yeah. We're all looking pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys.
Oh,
you
well,
guys
we
are-
got one NPC. The NPC's higher, but that's all right. Well, tied.
I mean, this is all as you blast out of hyperspace. After all, I mean, it's just that you guys are extra prepared.
Good, man. We're good.
Because I'm totally like, wow, I haven't used these character sheets in a while because there's like a bunch of crap on them that need to come off. So many initiative slots.
Goodness gracious.
Ah.
Just keep rolling, Jim.
One of those, one of those. Wow, there's some good rolls.
Oh, good God.
Good lord.
How to get all these character sheets out of my screen. As you guys hear the Thunder Squad's typical crack of thunder as you guys rip out of hyperspace.
That's the sound of Rigger's jump calculations.
And you guys immediately see Riggers like got this spurt of engine that shoots her forward just a hint. As you realize, just like clockwork, the ships you were looking after are right about the distance from the planet you thought, but in a slightly different direction. They're clearly heading this way in a real casual flight.
Okay.
But they're about as far as you thought they would be. Would have been great if they were heading this way and closer, but and you clearly see that the ship is here. It's and for some reason I could not turn the token around, so I'm gonna do that and freak you out.
Yeah.
Because in space there is no up or down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But it's gonna totally make somebody's OCD freak. And you clearly see that it's being flanked by 4 TIE fighters. You know, there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side. And one TIE fighter's flying slightly ahead of it. So obviously they're getting an escort off planet, which is totally not to be surprised. You know, this type of thing happens. But you do realize, technically, before this craft leaves, the 4 TIE fighters will have to dock.
Oh, they're not currently docked.
They're
Okay.
not currently docked. They're disengaged. It could be that they were using this as a good flight exercise to fly and then dock. Because, hey, you're always training new pilots. This is a good thing.
Right.
And
Or they were expecting us.
and immediately they were like flying at like speed 2, real cash. You know, nobody was hitting the afterburners hard and heavy. And you know,
Why would they?
and immediately when you guys go crack, 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 and you pop out of hyperspace, you see like this TIE fighter waggles its wings. You know, obviously the pilots realize something's going on when 3 ships just pop into their kind of line of sight.
Wait, what? You sure they saw us? I didn't see a roll for that.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one.
Jim got tired of rolling. Too many
Wanna
initiatives.
roll? I'll give you a roll. And if it
Oh,
gives me a
no.
triumph, I'm totally using that to upgrade the roll to shoot you.
Shoot him, not me.
You took your chances. I mean, you're the one wanting the ace to roll, you brave bastards.
Well, they might not see us.
I mean, isn't that the point of an ambush?
Yeah.
By the way, I totally just spent a dark side point manually, but apparently you don't see that I did that.
At least you're telling us.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's like the pool's all depleted. No. Jacked up.
Yeah.
And apparently he does not see you. See how that goes?
Aha!
Woo!
And in
Yeah, my
that
sync
case,
I think the GM is not working. Interesting.
yeah, apparently the GM, I'm going to have to relaunch the lobby, which we'll totally worry about that later because that'll like jack up everything that's there. So
Yeah.
we'll worry about that next game. So
Okay.
he is totally moving this direction
Okay.
and seems for the moment like he doesn't spot you.
Nice.
And of course, we'll move the fighters as the second slot because that's more fun. So who's going first?
Permission to do my thingy where I give you all better rolls.
Motivate us, would you?
Commander Quinn, permission to talk.
You're on the
Motivate us,
whiteboard. I
would
gotta
ya?
ask.
Yeah, yeah.
Commander
your-
Quinn, permission to talk about feelings.
Get jiggy with it. Let's hear it.
Alrighty, guys, let's look alive. I think, Jim, that this is a hard leadership check. I don't have the cheat sheet. I don't remember what it is.
I like hard. I believe you're correct in this one.
Cool. And then I think it's if I have at least one success, the next person to go gets an extra blue dice, and then if I get at least 2 advantage, everyone gets that bonus. I believe is what it is.
So I've got the hard difficulty in there for you.
Awesome.
Do I have that all loaded on your character sheet? Man.
No,
Lacking.
it's like a standard action, so it's not like an ability of mine. It's just a thing that I can do, and I have really good leadership, so I do it a lot.
Like you didn't go to your character sheet and make the hot button for that yet? We'll have
I
to
don't-
school you on that
Hot
one.
buttons on those, but
Okay.
Damn, I didn't get the 2 advantage. That sucks.
So who is it that you're giving the big pep talk to?
Rigger. I mean, she may not be in command, but she is flying point on this one.
And
So I'm
she's-
just like, come on, look alive, Riggs. You got this. Look how good your
Yay.
hyperspace jump is. They don't even see us.
It was totally meant for the whole crew, but he was using text to type in binary straight to rigor.
Oh,
And what would you like for that advantage you have?
Can I pass Rigger an extra blue dice for the advantage?
I will let you pass the next person that goes a blue.
I will do that, yeah.
Okay. So remember, Rigger, you've got a blue dice because you're inspired and shit.
Yay! All right.
Okay.
So because I'm going a little faster, I guess I go.
Nope.
Nope.
The big ship is moving ever closer.
Okay.
And
Now I
now
see.
you get
Okay.
to go.
And now I get to go. Yay! He's closer for destruction. We're gonna start shooting people, right?
It's gonna happen eventually.
Light him
Yeah.
up, Riggs.
That is the way. I mean,
Alright,
remember,
it's
you
been a
do have
minute.
close distance weapons and you have short distance weapons, and you're definitely danger close.
Danger close. Yay! Okay, it's been a minute, so I'm still looking for stuff.
Okay? So,
oh,
Rigger is
vehicle.
coasting in for the attack.
feel all inspired and shit. Yeah. Alright. Vehicle, space details, weapons, haha.
Don't forget to aim.
Don't forget to aim. Yes, definitely aim.
Yeah, here.
Am I doing the things?
So what are you doing?
I don't know why my brain is having a hard time with this right now.
Because
We
it's
are
10:30
using-
on a Saturday night.
Yeah, it's been a day, guys.
I'm
So-
assuming you're shooting at the ace there.
Yes. So
Obviously, you see the paint job on his TIE fighter. He's got ace marked on it.
Alright, so not the ion turret, right? We want to use the cannons or the...
Yeah, we want to
Which one?
destroy the TIE fighters.
Okay, so... Laser?
Lasers.
They have a laser.
Frickin'
Yeah.
lasers.
Lasers. Yeah, we'll do the laser one. Laser cannon. I don't know. So I can roll now, or
So are you using your maneuver to aim then?
yes?
Okay, so I got a blue dice in there for you aiming.
Okay. I'm good.
And the blue dice from me. And actually, blue dice from me since she was the second person that went.
She's going next. Yep, there's lots of blue dice there.
Blow
Question-
them up!
The question
No,
is
no, no.
she going to do
Blue
anything
dice
extra?
everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so nervous right now. What the hell? Okay, ready?
Yep.
Jim,
I was totally
I'm hoping
thinking
I'm
you'd
clicking the right one.
Pew,
What?
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
Forward
Nice.
mounted
Hell
twin
yeah.
medium laser
Nice.
cannons as you're going pew pew pew.
Yay!
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
So you definitely will hit. There's no doubt about that. You have a bunch of advantage. I do believe it is a linked one weapon, isn't it?
It is
Uh,
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, it
linked
is.
one.
That means for
It is.
2 advantage, your second barrel can hit the same target.
Hell yes.
Blow them up.
Do that for sure.
Okay, so you're doing 9 damage twice.
Yes.
Oof.
Is that all?
That should be enough to take out a TIE fighter in one hit, I think.
Even a
Well, I guess
interceptor.
As she conveniently goes pew pew, and some interesting space stuff starts to happen.
Oh no.
Interesting space stuff.
Interesting space stuff. So
It's just a drone.
I don't like that space stuff. What's happening?
So your first blaster bolt does rip through it and blow it to pieces, by the way, because it was a really good shot.
Yay!
Wow. Nice.
And immediately it just explodes because it didn't see your shot coming, you know. And Rigger is showing why she is the badass that what she does. So what would you like to do with those 4 advantages?
4. I thought I had to use 2 for the links,
Your first shot did enough damage to blow it out of the air.
Yeah.
but didn't matter. Awesome.
Yeah, if you had done 8 points, that would have been enough to make it go pop.
I want to send 2 to the next person. Is that
Okay.
possible?
Okay. So you still have
Uh,
2 advantage.
Oh God, why? I never know what to do with advantages, guys. I never.
Well,
know.
remember, you can always use 3 to give somebody a free maneuver.
It's actually 2 for a free maneuver, I think.
Okay, so 2 dice to the next person to go, and then a free maneuver. That sounds nice.
Wait. No.
Well, can you pick the same option twice?
For that one, you can't. So
Yeah, so I think
two,
you'd have to.
two advantage to give someone specifically a blue dice, or one advantage to give the next person to go, but you can't do it doubles.
Yeah.
Well, you
I was
can
gonna
do
say.
both of those, right? But then
Yeah.
that would be 3 advantage to pass 2 dice to the next person,
Yes.
right?
Correct. Yeah, and you're picking
And at that
two
point,
options.
I think you could use the 3 advantages, and well, so for 4 total, she could pass 1 blue dice to the next person, and then also give them an upgrade, right?
Yep.
I like that really
and
well.
If you're tired and not thinking, here's the cheat sheet you can totally use.
Yay! Cheat sheet. There it is. Confirm.
That makes it easier for spending advantage.
It does.
Yay
for
for Jim
whatever
sending us the cheat sheet for the 15,000th time.
I know.
Fine. Don't worry.
I loaded mine and saved them and pull them up, but that's just me.
I like having a printed hard copy with enhanced reach because I play lots of Genesis games. And I'm horribly lazy in that I want the tactile, feely one that smells of printer ink and the flesh of dead trees.
Don't you love the smell of printer ink in the flesh of dead trees?
Dead trees. Now I have to go plant a Christmas tree to clean my karma. Okay, so what is it that you're gonna do?
I liked the last one that Ina said. I want to send one over and then do an upgrade.
Okay, so you're gonna give somebody an upgrade because you line them up for a shot and give that next rando a blue dice?
Yeah.
So who is that next rando that she just cleared the opening for? I mean, there's this beautiful scene where she blasts the fighter away, and there's this perfect open opportunity ready to go.
Well, we've got the medic or the resident Jedi Master.
Yeah, well, I trust in the Force. I can go.
Yay!
Okay, so what? Close is 3 or 4 squares.
Close is 4.
So I need to get there to get to that guy.
And you have to
So
burn a maneuver to move it all because you're dead stop right now.
yeah, so if I get going,
And she
that's a
did.
maneuver.
Yep.
And then how many squares do I get?
Basically, you could go close distance, and that's it for now.
So that's 4 squares.
Yep. Unless do you want to do something crazy like slam it and take some system strain?
I don't think I probably don't really need to, but
But do you want to? Oni does things that aren't the best choice. They're just his choice.
you know.
You don't judge.
Well, I will accelerate, and then let's see. This guy is 6 away. Okay, so yeah, you know what? I will. I'll just do the accelerate to 1 so far, and then I will. I'm gonna aim at this pair with some proton torpedoes, and oh wait, I don't need to use proton torpedoes if I can move. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm going to
closer and shoot him with your laser.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I am and I've got an upgrade on that, right?
Yeah, you will have an upgrade on that. Yep.
Okay, so then I'm going to I'm gonna fly on in there. I'll take a shot at these guys right here, and as I'm doing so, I'm gonna showboat.
Oh.
And I just flipped the light side. It didn't work, so.
I'll manually flip it for you
Okay.
because I noticed I'm having to do that since I broke the dice pool sheet. Don't know what happened, but I broke it. Okay, so you want 2 upgrades then?
So I've got 2 upgrades, and I'm showboating, which means if I succeed, I get an extra triumph, but if I fail, I get an extra despair.
Wow, he's
That's
totally pulling a Poe Dameron here.
Basically, it's like as soon as we popped out hyperspeed, I do a barrel roll and dive straight at these ties.
That is very Oni. That
Yes,
is
it is.
signature Leone.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So your difficulty is ready with 2 upgrades.
Alright.
He's getting cocky here, and you're shooting your blasters.
Yeah. Oh wait. Actually, that's a question for me. Remind me of the minion rules when there's 2 of them here. Is it possible to hit both of them, or I can only hit one at best?
Overkill carries to the next,
It does. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
And a crit
Yep.
takes out the second.
and a crit or 3 advantage can make
3.
the other one go pop.
Oh, how lovely. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, I did one maneuver to accelerate. The other maneuver, I'll take to aim. So throw blue in there too, if you don't
Ooh,
mind.
So you're taking some strain. I like that.
That's personal strain though in this case, right?
That would be strain for your ship while you're piloting it.
Oh, okay. Well, I can
I
take
thought-
it.
I thought extra maneuvers were personal strain.
They normally are, but in this case, you're flying a ship. So
Okay.
it's the ship doing the maneuver, not the pilot.
Okay.
You're pushing the ship.
Because you basically slammed and then you're trying to hold it steady, hold it steady, hold it steady.
Okie dokie. Well,
Wow.
so that is gosh, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yep.
13 damage, I guess. Yeah.
Wow. Needless to say, I can tell you one of them is just vaporized.
And because I succeeded and I was showboating, that's triumph. So I'll take the other one out with it.
Okay, as he goes pew 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 pew, and you take 1 little point of strain as both of them vaporize into space dust.
Yeah, you see, guys, the barrel roll spun the shots, so it hit both of them. Well, and
Show off.
Okay, so that point of strain is me or the ship.
That's going to be you personally.
That one's me personally. I'm going to those 2 that were going to be for the ship a second ago. I have high G training, so I'll take those as personal.
Ho, 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 ho.
Wow.
Very nice. As he basically was slamming
That's
the
what
G's.
the hotshot pilot can do.
Because you're like, I'd rather take it personally because I can get that ship back. The ship, not so much.
Right.
Okay, so who is going next? Where all kinds of
Well-
interesting things are going to happen.
Yeah. I suppose I will go. And that's well within torpedo range.
Yep, that from the very get-go, it's within torpedo range.
Yeah. And we'll go ahead and flip a light side with that.
Ooh, look at you not letting me have the chance for it.
Damn straight, because I can't click the button, so I'm calling it out.
Hey, I got you covered there.
And we'll aim because we're just kind of sitting there, so why not?
Okay, so I got a blue dice, and I got your purples, and I got your upgrade.
All right.
Any other
And this-
cool thingamajiggies?
No, I think, well, let me double check here. I don't think so, but let me double check. Back to my character sheet. So, no, don't have that. Oh, wait. Okay, so that's only if it's a successful attack. Okay, now that I think that's it.
Okay. As you're just quietly floating in hyperspace, engine's quiet, and you're just like, I'm just gonna shoot some torpedoes.
Yep.
Okay, it is right.
Photon torpedoes
And unfortunately, they've
away.
yet to raise shields.
What's that?
They've yet to raise their shields, so it is.
Yeah, well, that was kind of my thought here.
It is ready to go.
All right, so here we go.
Nice.
But I didn't get the link. Dang it.
As
No.
and one missile goes flying off to nowhere.
But that's okay, because we got guided, right?
We do have guided if you have advantage to use it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, so how much system strain are you doing?
So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, you see like electrical storm zips across the whole of the ship and lights flicker, but they seem to stay, they stabilize and brighten back up. Looks like it took some ion damage, but it's still flying.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
engine
I didn't
sputtered
expect
for a second. One would almost say like, a third of the systems all hiccuped for a second there, but then turned back on.
Yeah, I didn't expect to take it out. Well, unless I hit with both, but yeah.
One can hope. Okay, so all of a sudden, once the lights flicker onto full strength, you see the turrets on board immediately start swiveling to action as the turrets are looking for targets. And
They know we're here. Who would have guessed?
and let's see what the turrets can shoot at here.
I wonder whatever gave them that indication.
What, just because over half of their escort's gone and then all of a sudden they got rocked?
Okay, so it looks like the turrets are not going to screw around, and they're both going to go for the cocky X-Wing that just flew up over here.
Oh.
So, on the plus side, you also have not raised your shields yet. So is there any fancy-dancy little things that will add some black dice to them shooting at you?
At who?
At Oni.
Oh, okay.
Are you with us, Oni? Oni, can you hear us?
Sorry, I was muted. So, the shields aren't automatically on. You have to specifically turn the shields on.
Yep, you gotta flip on your shields.
Oh, I didn't realize that you had to actually do a maneuver to do that.
Didn't know that either, apparently.
Yeah, I thought they were on already.
You can't use shields in hyperspace.
Well, that's good to know for the future. I am going to spend a point of strain to use the dodge ability, which upgrades their attack against me.
Ooh.
And
Now, is this every attack or just the next attack?
The next, but it's an incidental. So if there's two people attacking me, I'll use it for each of them.
Okay, there will definitely be two turrets shooting at you.
And I'm flipping against their shots at me.
Oh, so you're gonna burn a light side there?
Yeah, so that'll be 2 upgrades against me. And I think what's their silhouette?
They are silhouette 2.
So wait, the ship is a silhouette 2?
Oh, sorry, the ship is silhouette 3.
Yeah, I think TIE fighters are silhouette 3.
This is the cruiser shooting at you.
Yeah, so don't they
so
add
silhouette 4.
purples because they're a lot bigger?
I don't believe they're big enough that it's going to be making a difference. I can double check for you.
Yeah, if they're silhouette 5 or more, it would.
I believe that cruiser is only a 4, but let me see. Let me double check.
I think
can
Gazantis
pull it
are
up
5
real
actually.
quick. That is
That is the one thing I know is not on their character sheet.
what is it? A GO what?
It
What's
is
the name of it again?
Imperial Gazanti Patrolcraft.
Gozante. There we go. It is a silhouette 5.
Okay, so that means it's got an extra purple, I think, and
Yep.
then 2 upgrades.
silhouette 5, speed 2, handling -3.
It's a freaking bus.
Yes, it's a brick.
Okay, so here's the first gunner shooting at you with your ridiculous setup. Ridiculous. You ready?
Gritting my teeth. Ooh.
As he blasts off into space in such a way that he's going to provide a free upgrade to his counterpart who's going to shoot at you.
So his counterpart gets the upgrades as well.
Yep, and the next Imperial to go will get a blue dice.
Oh, hey. Okay, don't hit me, please.
Okay, so are you going to take the strain to do that same thing again?
I will.
Okay, so there's one upgrade. Are you going to burn the last
And
light
then-
side point?
Oh, is that the last one?
It's the last one.
And just do it, Oni.
I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, so you're now at 0 of 7. Wow.
Oh dear, things are gonna start hurting.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's hope that upgrade and that blue dice that was provided because he's aiming is just going to pay off. All I can say is let's hope that pays off.
Oh, this is torture.
Damn!
Oh boy.
As he's going to give you a black die for your next action. I'm going to mark you with a ninja head. And as he was attempting to shoot at you, somehow by the nature of space, he shot one of the TIE fighters.
Yes.
It's damaged, but not out, because unfortunately his lack of successes means he shot and hit it, but not enough to blow it up. Like if he would have rolled 2 successes, it would have been space dust. Ah, very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
Huh. Rookie crew, huh?
And in the meantime, these TIE fighters here,
They're like, what the hell?
what it is because they are taking action to swoop in their quickness, and they're going to shoot the X-Wing because they heard about X-Wings. They know what X-Wings can do.
Well, I can't flip, but I can at least use another dodge incidental here.
Wow, you are sweating bullets in your cockpit. By the way,
Well, yeah.
I will totally use a dark side point. Just throwing
Yeah,
that
you
out
will.
there.
Yeah. I think I drew their attention, guys.
So you're doing that upgrade thingy again?
I sure better.
As these 2 TIE fighters come at you and they're going pew 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 pew.
Whew.
Wow, what the hell happened there?
Nice. It's a rookie maiden flight.
As they do this cool barrel roll as a team and start shooting you up, blazing blaster bolts all across the sky, except not hitting you. But, I got 3 advantages this bend. Jesus Christ. I will say that they are covering for the patrol craft and going to give it a free maneuver as it's trying to get away from you guys.
Speed 2.
As Quinn's still sitting there dead in the water watching it fly by going, I gotta turn my engines on to turn my weapons.
Oh no.
So top of the order. You're immediately hearing space dust from there. And over here, you're hearing the comms on standard Imperial frequencies, which, Rigger can totally pipe into everybody that this is Commander Varys. We are under attack by rebel forces or space pirates. I think it's those rebels attempting to commandeer our craft or destroy us. They have already destroyed our escort as well as half of our flight complement. We are attempting to go to the nearest position to go to
Jim, you're
hyperspace.
breaking up, but I can't tell if that's in character.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally,
That's
that
the comms.
should have been in character, but I was actually not breaking up. But did you hear the gist that he's basically radioing the planet that are
Yeah.
rebels attacking?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did get that. As a matter
We
of
did,
fact,
yeah.
enough of it came through, we could understand what you were saying, but enough of it didn't that it was significantly more immersive.
That just sounds
Yeah.
awesome. Sometimes the tech helps us, sometimes the tech hurts us, sometimes it does both. And he basically yells at his pilot to get us out of here. Once we pass safe distance, go to hyperspace. Which, by the way, and they move forward. So who's going next?
Riggs?
Probably me, yeah.
Or the guy
Or
with the
this-
ion weapons?
Yeah, whoever can disable the thing.
Yeah,
I can fire the ion cannons on Riggs's if you want.
yeah, I just have
Ion
to...
cannons, that's cute.
Are we in range?
You are not in close range.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll
I...
have to go after Riggs
The
then.
missiles are able to go to short. The ion cannons only go range 4.
Right, but I can move 2 now, right?
Yeah, you can totally move.
So, 1, 2. And then I want to put up shields.
Okay. So you flick your shields on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now am I in close, or do I need to be one more in?
You are totally
that's
within
close
4
right there.
squares. Yep.
Okay. So we can do the ion things, right? Disable it?
Well, your
Oh.
co-pilot can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said
But-
we. Because
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to do?
I can't think of anything else to do.
Your ion missile?
What is
Okay.
the first
Torpedoes.
missile that you have loaded?
Yeah.
It is ion.
Well, I didn't know if my thing was up with the shields and... Okay, so I can shoot my ion if... Right?
So when you loaded your missiles, remember I said before we start list what order your missiles are in? Did you list
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So what are your first missiles in the tubes?
Where the fuck did I put it?
I don't know. It's your character sheet.
Well, if you did it like I had suggested, it's under
Yeah, it
the
would
cargo.
See, I would
Oh,
totally put it in the
got it.
weapons notes, but that's just me.
I don't think there's a weapon note, though.
I don't have weapons notes, and apparently it didn't add it. And I'm a little upset right now.
Did you write it down on your character? I mean,
No,
where did you-
why would I do something like that? That's
Did you
smart.
write it down on your notepad?
Once again, smart.
Ah,
No, I didn't add it.
well, they would have followed my loading directions as
Yes.
the flight
They would have,
leader
that's
of the
correct.
group.
Yeah, and I think Quinn
Whether
posted
she
it in
knows
the
what's
chat.
in there,
I will gladly take that for that last light side point.
that's fine.
Okay,
See how I'm a jerk?
100%.
Well,
Okay, so I will totally take it that you loaded it just like your wing commander.
Hold me to.
Okay?
Yay!
So are you
I
gonna?
ordered the crews to load it, so you know,
Oh, you went over the head.
Oh, because he does.
we don't do that kind of
It's
manual labor.
fair.
As none of the mechanics actually touch Rigger's bird because Rigger gets pissy about that
Well,
Very much so, but hey,
shit. Okay,
it
so
worked out
are
this
you gonna fire your missiles? I mean, you're definitely within missile range.
yeah, I will totally fire ion. Right? The ion.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god, sorry. Roll20's being really weird with my stuff
It's
right now.
doing some weird stuff on mine too. I mean, I was
Like every
playing in
time
your
I try
character.
to scroll, it
I was
goes.
playing in your character sheet, which is probably what you're saying.
Oh,
So
okay.
you now have
That's-
one light side point, by the way, because I upgraded the difficulty.
Oh goodness. Okay. All right. So I'm in the vehicle sheet now.
Yep.
Woo!
So go ahead
Okay.
and fire your torpedoes.
Okay, the torpedoes, not the
The ion torpedoes. Yep.
ion torpedoes. Where are you? Roll20 is doing a thing where if I try to use the scroll, it moves me to my character sheet instead of my vehicle sheet.
Oh, that means you have you haven't clicked outside of you know where it's got the vehicle sheet, the character sheet listed in red. Click
Yeah.
somewhere in your character sheet around where it shows your spaceship, and then you can use the scroll wheel.
Okay.
If you don't, it'll flip pages as you use the scroll wheel.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Please keep everything's fine. Okay, weapons. Twin ion turret or
Looks like you don't have the stats for your missiles listed.
I don't.
So go ahead and just click your dice, and we'll use the
Okay.
stats for the ion torpedoes that were just launched earlier.
Okay, so go to the dice pool and put what in?
Don't put anything. Go down to where you have your forward-mounted photon torpedoes, and just click
Okay.
the dice next to gunnery.
Forward mounted twin proton.
It's the very last of your weapons.
There it is. Okay, ready.
So click the little dice that's to the where it says gunnery, and then a little dice.
Yep.
click away.
No, I know where that is. Don't worry. But you're ready for me to click.
Yep, click away.
Okay, clicking.
I guess I do need to be double checking Rigger's work.
Okay, so just for the record, your I have to scroll way up to find his.
Wow.
God damn.
Where are the ion torpedoes? Apparently, I will yell at Quinn because he also launched photon torpedoes and not ion torpedoes. Looks like you guys don't have the stats in your character sheets.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming you would like to use the Triumph to have your second missile hit.
Uh-huh.
I like how she said that all sweet and innocent like. Okay, so is that going to be 2 missiles that each do 9 points? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I'm
looks
gonna
about
hope
right.
so.
Let's see, we got some
Oh,
armor here.
yeah, because I did screw up. I cheated myself because I didn't look at the thing. I cheated myself out of 2 points. The ions do 10, not 8.
They do 10.
damn.
Okay, so she does 11
Oh,
twice.
so that's 11
Nice.
twice, yeah.
Okay.
Good thing this monster's got some armor.
Good thing. Yes.
So you see a lot of the lights blink out on the outside as the ion missiles crash into, and both of them go kapow, kapow, and kind of bathe her in ion storms. But she is still functioning. You see that her batteries and lights are still functioning at probably about, some would almost say, a third of what it looked like originally.
Okay.
See how I throw out these general percentages?
Technically speaking.
Technically speaking. And you know what? These 2 TIE fighters are going to go ahead and shoot at Oni.
Flip a light.
Flip a light, the last one.
What? He's going to flip the last light side point to protect his ass. You guys hear this?
Well, that's
That's
what they're
alright.
for.
I'm not
seems
very
We
pretty-
hear it.
if you
We hear
blow
it.
me
We're
up.
disappointed.
The Jedi
We're
Master
not
seems
surprised.
pretty selfish.
He knows what the force is. He knows it's on his side.
So is
All right, well, you know, if they blow me up, you have to come pick me up later.
and for their maneuver, they'll totally
Dewey.
aim. You know, they'll totally
So
aim.
I'm going to also use my dodge incidental, so there's 2 upgrades on their roll.
Wow.
This is why he.
Couple of TIE fighter pilots fresh out of the academy, and he's trembling in that cockpit.
They went to the wrong academy.
Who knew Deveronians sweat this much? Ooh.
Dang.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, as before your armor, the 2 TIE fighters go pew 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 pew, which is usually more of a pew 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 pew. And their combined volley fire hits you for 8 points before armor.
Whew.
And then the linked is going to hit you for a second 8 points before armor.
Oof.
Good thing you got armor.
Yeah.
So 8 and
What's-
8. So 8 minus 3.
Yeah, that's a total of 10.
Ouch.
Flyboy
And
might
that-
want to get out of Dodge.
Now you see why I'm upgrading those rolls. Ay. Oh my goodness.
As all of a sudden you guys see him take some beautiful hits, and his kind of engine starts to wonk out, and you just see him get hit. He's flying towards them, and they're flying towards him, and he seems to be dead in the water, right?
Yeah, I'm at 0 hull trauma right now.
Okay, the hotshot got hit finally.
That's a ship critical then, isn't it?
That is a ship critical. As these two rookies are arguing over who gets the kill, since they each shot you with one beam.
Let's
Guess
see.
the rookie learn a little humility here.
Right.
The hot shot.
So I roll a critical here?
Yep. Now remember, you can attempt repairs inside the cockpit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely try that. But I'm not very good at it.
Oh!
Wow.
Apparently they blew out one of your S-foils on your engine.
Whew.
Could you have rolled any higher?
Not by much.
As they're like bits of whatever they shot on your ship went right through your engine intake and out the outtake.
Holy moly.
I guess we are coming back for him. What is like?
He got cocky. Took out like 3 fighters, and the last 2 picked up the spare, so to speak.
Well,
Okay, so who is going next?
Well, I'm not.
You can totally go next.
your engine's down.
You're
not
technically-
Honestly, I think that's a good idea, Oni. I think you should go next and try and get yourself back into as good a shape as possible. That way the rest of us know how much we have to come save your ass.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. So what do I need to do for manual repairs? Like, what kind of role am I looking at here?
So if you're wanting to do repairing hull trauma right now as temporary repairs, it would be a 3 purple mechanics.
Oh, I'm gonna fail that. What are my
Or-
options?
Such
You
confidence.
can do manual repairs with athletics. That for each success you get 1 hull trauma back.
And that's also a 3 purple, right?
That's also a 3 purple, but can only be done once per encounter. So you can go mechanics or athletics.
Well, I will try mechanics. But if I fail, can I like try again next round, or is this like one shot I got?
Each one you only have 1 attempt. So manual
One
repairs,
attempt.
it's 1 attempt per encounter, and when it comes to repairing hull trauma, it's temporary repairs, and you only get 1 shot.
Okay, so let's see here. I assume there's no light side points left because I burned one just a minute ago.
Nope, some cocky pilot burned up all the light side points.
That's what I thought. Okay. Do I have anything?
Just for the satisfaction of it.
As we're all watching this, Giannis is on the comms being all like, and y'all call me young and naive.
Both Rigger and
Well.
Sparky are shaking their chrome heads. No, this is sad. If you would have had an astromech,
Alright.
you'd be fine.
Yep, they all laughed at me when I asked for an astromech. Okay, I guess I will try a mechanics roll, but see what I can do.
May the force be
Melody
with you.
curves are hard to choke down sometimes.
This is why every Skywalker we know put at least 1 point in mechanics.
Well, I do have 1 point, but that's all I have. Is it ready?
Yep, I got 3 ugly purples sitting there ready.
Oh,
I don't
so-
even feel mean enough to flip a dark side point on this.
so mean.
Oh! As you're mechanicsing and pushing things, and you're kind of like smacking fires out on your console, and it's just like take a point of strain because you're inhaling the smoke coming off your console. as you grab the fire extinguisher and you're sucking Halon.
I'm assuming he's radioing that shit hit the fan over there.
Are you
I
saying
think y'all
anything?
can probably see.
Are you saying
Oh.
anything to your colleagues on the emergency
We're-
power left on your radio?
Yeah,
Well,
we're
you're just
focused
kind of
on the
hearing,
aircraft.
Yeah, you're
Right.
hearing a long scream of curses and, help, finally.
Help.
A meek little help.
Help!
Little help here, guys.
It's like that kid from Kindergarten Cop. Help! Okay, so who's going next?
Well,
That's a deep subject in space.
Flight surgeon, you got him, or are we going after him?
well, you guys have already maneuvered, so
I mean, technically, Rigger could be awesome if she flew over, ejected from her ship, made a coordination check to land on his socket, and repair the ship that way. That would make Rigger a goddess of mechanical gods. But let's hope she doesn't fail the
only
coordination.
just-
that would be a whole nother.
If she wanted to do that, I'll sit in the ship and keep firing the ion cannon to defend us.
Yeah.
Only's
on
saying
light
just
point for that.
just-
but that's cool.
disable the other ship first. Disable the other
That
ship
would be
first.
another initiative round.
Come
so-
back for me
Mhm.
later.
I'll come back.
So-
Yeah, we'll come back later.
That would totally
I
be a move I
will-
want to see.
So he is in range of my torpedoes, so I'm going to fire my second volley of torpedoes there.
Okay.
Now, well, let me double check here. Actually, maybe Rigger might have to. Well, or not Rigger, but Sparky. But I don't think I can do that.
Since technically you don't have to move, are you going to aim?
Well, no, it's not that. It's like I was going to punch it, but that's.
And I'm flipping a dark side, by the way.
Oh.
'Cause I just want to make sure you guys got some light side points.
Sure. Where's it at? Where's punch it, pilot?
It's funny because every time I do that, Roll20
Damn,
sends me a
it's
dirty
such-
message saying the dice pool character sheet could not be found. We saved this script and it should be recreated
So
in
if
the
I
future. Do not
punching
rename it.
it, it's just part of the maneuver.
Yep, that's the maneuver.
So I can take an action to shoot and then maneuver to go there.
Yep.
Okay. That's a punch it. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, I got it in there for you. Unless you want to
So-
add an aim to it.
What I do need to do, and I forgot to do last time, actually, is upgrade the ability of gunnery check by 1 for advanced targeting array. I forgot to do that last
Ooh,
time.
Okay, I've got the upgrade in there for you. I thought you
Yeah.
had something that did something.
Yeah.
I remember some points were spent, but I figure you didn't turn it
Yeah,
on
yeah.
yet.
I spaced on several things, so
It's okay. It's late on a Saturday night.
yeah. All right. Well, I'm flight leader. I should be on top of this shit. So
Oh, taking the responsibility like a boss.
all right. So you got the upgrade in,
Yep.
and I will take the strain to aim. What the hell?
Okay, I've got the blue dice in.
All
You see,
right.
that's the difference between Quinn and I's leadership styles. He takes the responsibility. I take the shots.
Oh,
All right. We all set then?
yep, we are good to go.
All right. Shit.
Wow, as a pair,
Hot damn.
as that's your last pair of ion missiles, isn't it?
It is.
Goes
But
streaking off into space. Both kind of like because Rigger was in your way and you didn't want to shoot her. That's totally what it is.
That's what it is. Yes.
I
But-
have 3 to activate guided.
Guided only requires 2, by the way.
I thought it was 3.
I
says
thought it
two.
I
was.
think it is 3.
Yeah, when I looked up, which is weird because linked is 2, but guided's 3. But I guess you link to hit the same target, but you would do guided for the second for another target, I guess.
Well, the guided would be as if you missed and it circles around to make another attack roll.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Yeah. So yeah. So
wait,
we're gonna.
Did you have the advantage to do the guided?
Yeah. No, I got a shit ton of guide. I got 6.
Okay, then you can at least use the guided to try and still hit them.
Yep.
Right at the end of the turn.
So the
Right.
question is, are you going to spend 2 for the linked, so you have control of 2 missiles, and then for the guided to have those 2 missiles turn around to come back?
Yeah. If I can link and guide both, yes.
Yep, because
Seems like- yeah.
guided 2, if the attack misses, the weapon can make an attack check at the end of the round using the weapon's guided rating as their ability dice. Requires 3 advantage to activate.
Yep.
So basically you have 2 it's going to be attacking again with 2 ability dice.
Yep.
Not skill dice. So it's basically you get to attack again with 2 green dice.
We're gonna do all that.
Okay? So you're burning 5 of them that way. How would you like to spend that last one?
You could send somebody a blue dice.
Yeah. Blue on.
You can totally
Next.
inspire the Mandalorian pointing the ion cannon at it.
Well, the next person to go.
A blue dice.
So, but I'm.
Well, my goal, my hope here is that since I never hit anything, but I always get lots of advantage, I'll miss but get lots of advantage, and then I can give that, boost to Quinn's guided missiles to hopefully try and get them to hit the thing.
Right.
Some people hope to hit and destroy it. Other people just hope to miss and not fuck shit up so it helps.
All right. And then
Okay.
I'm punching it. What's my max speed on this damn thing?
You're starting at 0.
I know.
How far are you?
Hitting is
you
for people like
blasting?
Oni, and we see where that got him.
4. So I actually only need to go 1 because 1 is
Mhm.
a maneuver. It moves us 4, right?
Yeah.
So I don't need to punch it. So I'm just going to accelerate up to 1, 2, 3.
Tap the gas
4.
pedal.
nice.
Now the question is, does that put us in? So that puts us in range for Sparky to take a shot.
Oh, you're trusting Sparky to take a shot.
Well, I
Cool.
can't shoot, but Sparky can still go this round. So
Sparky likes chaos, and you'll be fine.
Okay, are you gonna order him to shoot?
if he goes now, yeah.
Okay, just because I have a thing in for Sparky, I'm gonna burn a dark side point. You totally knew I was gonna
Oh
do that.
no!
Oh no,
Not for-
sound
Not for
dramatic.
Sparky's shot.
Now you have 2 light side points. Go ahead and have
Woohoo!
Sparky take his shot against those TIE fighters.
You're so generous. All right. Let's see. Sparky.
Look at you having Sparky draw the fire to protect your
Yeah.
newest wild stallion here.
I'm working the actions here
Yep.
to get the most bang for the buck.
Well, you see, Oni, that's what you get for hitting things. You see, clever people miss
Oh, no.
successfully.
Wow.
How yeah, I blew up a couple TIE fighters, so I got shot at by 2 turrets and a set of TIE fighters twice. I drew the fire.
The fact that Oni literally had every combatant going after him, and it was only the last 2 guys that landed shots.
Well, he's the one that charged the ship, but I'm just saying. So you got his blue loaded, right?
I did not have a blue.
Because he would be the next one to go,
Yep, I got the blue in there now.
because he needs it.
Yep. Especially
All
since I upgraded the difficulty.
Yeah.
Wow. And Sparky's just like.
But that red wasn't as powerful as it could have been.
True.
As he's just shooting shots, and thank God he didn't hit Oni is the big part.
Yeah. There is
Oh.
that.
Ion
Yeah,
beams
I
are
forgot that was an option.
arching over Oni's ship and missing the two TIE fighters as they split as the ion bolts go right between them, flying off into space. And who's going last?
I guess that would be me.
And there are two light side in play, by the way.
Well, we're gonna go with the hopefully miss successfully plan and just try to shower them in ion.
So you're not going to aim or nothing?
Yes, I will take the aim maneuver since I'm not
Okay.
doing anything else.
I mean, we say it that way. I'll give you nothing and make you roll against the purples.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so I got a blue
As a matter
dice.
of fact, to hell with it. I'll take 2 personal strain to double aim.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
You're the shot that could be the difference between success or fail of the mission.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how confident I feel in that.
Wow.
Try.
Wow. Are you trying to
I-
sabotage your wing commander success rate? Your ground commander success rate is better?
I aimed a lot. And I'm not gonna flip no light side because I want him to have that for
Okay, so
Is
I'm going
this-
to go ahead and flip a dark side then.
okay. Fine then. Be that way.
Wow. Okay, go for it. Take your shot.
Okay, I'm gonna flip that over so that I can see this.
Oh,
Nice.
all right.
To think what would have happened if that green was a gold. So,
Have faith, man.
so how would you like to spend your 2 advantage there?
Well, Quinn, would you rather me pass you a blue or just hit him with the linked?
I'm done for. For
So
the
your
missiles.
first shot does not take it out. I can clearly tell you that.
Didn't link it. Oh no, you can't. Oh no, it is link.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, link it.
Link.
Yeah, I'll link it.
Okay,
Just-
so
just get-
7 points
Giannis
of damage
starts
twice.
screaming and throwing ion bolts into the sky.
Thank God
Take
for
the
its
guaranteed
armor.
hit versus the maybe.
As your ion bolts scream across the space between you and hit and cause a little ion storms to go across, and the turrets kind of wiggle and slow down for a second, but they turn back on after they dim and light back up. It seems like she is strained up the ass here. This ship is taking so much system strain. So much, but not enough.
Well,
As remember
There's
those turrets I was talking about?
Oh no.
I can delete that since we're down a TIE fighter.
hey, those ion torpedoes will still get a chance to hit.
So
just maybe.
Yep.
is there anything fancy you got going on in your ship there, Rigger? Or somebody shooting at you?
Do I have?
You have your
We're gonna-
shields on. That's
Yeah,
one
the
black
shields are up.
dice. Do you add any extra cool things on your ship? Take a look. You have lots of cool piloty stuff.
I do have lots of cool piloty stuff that I can never freaking find.
That would be on your talent tab.
talent, right?
On your combat.
I know what I'm doing.
And they're definitely gonna aim.
I know. Why am I never able to find? Goddamn. Where am I going to find the talent? Help.
So
It's
pull
on
up,
your
Combat.
combat.
pull up
Scroll
your
down.
character page.
Okay, character sheet, combat,
Go down
little
talent,
He's doing stuff again. Hold on.
and also look at your
Yeah,
defense
scroll
for your
straight
ship.
down.
Go straight down.
Straight down,
Okay.
almost to the bottom.
Okay, almost to the bottom.
You'll see where it says talent and special abilities. You've got gearhead, you've got signature vehicle, you've
Cool.
got tuned maneuvering thrusters that give you extra blues for piloting. You've got Utini, which means you can totally scavenge Oni's ship for parts.
Tinkerer and exceeded.
Nah.
Okay, okay.
Nice.
That's where you guys been fucking hiding. And what?
So I don't think anything except for Yeah, exceeding specifications when making a check using an item may add a blue dice.
Right.
Yeah, but doesn't her ship have some kind of defense upgrades or something?
Uh,
Or because of
It
her
did have
talents?
that
You'll wanna
communication thing.
click
but-
on the vehicle sheet. So click your vehicle sheet tab. I won't do it so it doesn't mess with you.
Hold
So
on.
at the very, very top, where it says
Very, very
character
tight.
sheet, then vehicle
Vehicle
sheet.
sheet.
So do
Got
you
it.
have any special? So you have armor 3, which means any attacks that hit you will reduce by 3.
Cool.
She has the handling thing, but not the defense thing. That was our old wing commander that had the really cool add
Oh,
4
that's
blacks to everything.
Okay.
I can't see it here, but there was something. I don't know if it was me or Scott who had it, which was the communication.
That's further
Thing?
down your character sheet where it says
No,
attachments.
that was a
the
jammer, but you
electronic
haven't activated
countermeasure
that.
suite.
Okay, so that's not gonna
Yeah.
like do anything weird. Cool.
Nope.
It's not activated.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Then we're good.
that's all you got is your shields going right now. So
Yeah.
the first gunner is going to shoot away at you. Pachoo.
Okay.
Wow. And remember, your ship's got armor of 3, so you minus any
Right.
damage you take by 3. So he's hitting you for 7 points of hull damage.
Okay.
So that's basically 4 points off your 12.
Why? Roll 20. Calm
So
the fuck down.
click on your ship.
I'm
And in
trying.
the red bubble, when the red bubble pumps up, click in that
Yep.
and click -4, enter, and it should change for you.
In which? Hold on.
So-
It's trying its best.
Click your ship. It should immediately pop up with the 3 bubbles, the red, the green, the blue.
Okay, something else popped up. One moment.
Okay, are you clicking on your
That's-
ship or your character sheet?
My ship.
Okay. so-
Nothing's popping up. Hold on.
Click-
There it goes.
okay. So click in the red bubble. It'll turn
Red
blue.
bubble.
You'll see when
Alright,
you click the red
negative.
bubble, it'll turn blue. And then type -4, enter.
-4 and enter.
There you go. Perfect. So you've taken
Yay.
4 hull trauma. And now
Cool.
the second guy is going to shoot you with the second
And I'm
turret.
gonna die.
It may not be death.
Sorry, pessimistic here.
Ooh. As he
About
hits
that,
you up
Jim.
with an equal amount of damage. You're not dead.
No,
You're only down
just-
Wait,
2
hang on a
points of your
sec.
ship.
Jim, the first one said medium laser cannon damage 4. The second one said damage 6.
It's supposed to be damage 4.
Oh, okay. Because they're both completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so is it -4 again, or
It's -4, yeah.
Cool.
The second gunner is not using the forward-facing weapons. He's using the other turret, like the first guy.
okay?
Needless to say, the forward-facing laser won't shoot her, but the bottom turret will. But gunners 3 and 4 only have the main guns on their stats.
Right.
So poor Riggers and Ignis have taken a major wallop here.
Yep. This doesn't normally happen to me. What's happening?
Okay,
We're
so
getting shot at.
needless
I
to
know.
say, the pilot is moving towards their jump zone because they're following standard Imperial protocol. They're not risking to do a hyperspace navigation jump because everyone sucks at navigation. And that guy's also dead.
Wait a minute.
What?
What initiative are they doing that on?
The very top one?
Bottom of the order. Missiles.
Oh, you're right. Go ahead and give me a roll for your missiles.
And we're flipping a light side.
Okay. So
Yes, yes.
You still have 2 light side left after this.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. I've got your upgrade against their defense and their shields. Go ahead
Actually, I
and
guess.
roll your 2 green dice. See
Yep,
what
just a
happens.
second. I gotta get to my character sheet and set up for a roll here.
As your missiles come streaking back around for their second shot.
So 2 green with an upgrade, right?
Yep, I've got the upgrade in there for you.
All right.
May the force be with you. As you are totally, oh my god. Okay, so that's 11 points, right? For one missile that hits?
Yes.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
one missile streaks over their arch and the second missile impacts perfectly in the belly of the ship for 11 points. And for a
Guided missiles, let's go.
brief
Woo!
seconds, this is going to be torturous because you brought it down to only 1 point of strain left. All the
No.
lights wonk off for a second, and then sadly all the secondary systems wink back on just enough.
Unless you want to, be really generous and mulligan my original damage, which was a damage of 8 that should have been 10, then they're 1 over.
Nope. Nope.
Vicious.
Absolutely ruthless. Okay, so who is going next? As you guys saw his missiles for a second, you're all it's one of those animated scenes where everyone's looking at the missile gasping as the first one misses, and you're just like, we failed. Then the second one hits, and the lightning erupts across the ship in a beautiful storm, and you're all gasping as the lights go off, and even the cockpit lights turn off, and then all of a sudden they go, and they just barely come on, like flickery and barely
When you two
working.
fire the turrets.
To which I immediately clench my trigger and go, I got it!
Yes.
And
Go
we're
for
flipping
it.
the light side.
Oh,
Last light side.
okay. I will gladly take. You have 2 light sides, so you have 1 left after this.
Good.
Okay, so go ahead and take your turret
And-
shot.
And aim.
Go for it. Aim.
Are you gonna
Yes,
aim?
I'm gonna take the strain to double aim.
Oh, Mister, I don't hit
Nice.
nothing. I just set other people up. He's going for the kill. As he's swiveling
My
his
man
turret
needs
down,
me.
the targeting reticle is beating on the target as he's ready to shoot because he senses that they're about to jump any second.
He's the
And,
anchor, man.
And Riggs's ship doesn't have any like attack upgrades, right? It doesn't have a
Nope.
targeting computer or anything.
Nope.
Sorry.
Here
dude.
we go.
No!
Wow. Okay.
As he lines up the targeting reticle, and you can practically see their hyperspace engines glowing because they're getting ready. Even though they're turned away from doing it. And he's just like, no! And you see the 2 ion bolts flare from his cannon, and the first one misses. And then you guys all have this, manga-style gasp where it's the first shot misses, and you all gasp. Even Rigger and Sparky are just like, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk in space. And the second bolt hits the engines, and you see this cascade of ions hit the engines, and sparks start rolling over the ship. And all of a sudden, flight lights start exploding. Because after its soak, you did 4 points. It only had 1 point left.
Yay!
As you look, and the ship does this lazy list, as you can see, she's clearly out of power right now. She's physically intact, but she has ion scores all across the hull and is definitely out of the water.
Yay.
Happiness.
That was a close one, guys.
Uh-huh.
Somebody go pick up Oni.
That's pro.
Hey guys.
Wait, do we still have the other ties or?
Yeah, there's 2 more ties that are being badass motherfuckers. Though they're gonna be coming up to their turn soon.
Okay.
I flip around and get ready to shoot them.
He swivels.
Wow. We
Yeah.
got this.
We got this.
Speaking
the
of the
swivel.
tie's turn, since obviously it's not going to
Wait.
be the Imperial ship's turn.
That- Oh, it is NPC and then PC and then Yeah.
The ties are going to shoot at Quinn, who they see quickly coming towards them with a scary, scary missile launching boat.
You put those shields on, right?
Sparky was supposed to do that, but I forgot to mention it before he
Oh,
dropped.
okay.
So
Yeah, we all are sitting here forgetting to turn shields on.
Well, it's because you're all about
Honestly-
taking out the opponents before anyone got shields on.
Honestly, I didn't think you had to like specify it, but that's
Yeah.
I was confused.
Just like when you spend a maneuver to put both shields forward. That's like the best. That one dark dice could have saved somebody if they had all their shields fixed forward. If you've ever played Star Wars Squadrons, it is important to have your shields on and in forward configuration.
Yeah.
I will have you all know that before we came in, I did say all power to forward deflector shields.
Yeah, I
Just
assumed
for
they were
the record.
on. I didn't know we had to declare turning them on and spending a maneuver. I just thought they were.
He totally thought you were doing a Jedi trick where you forced him to put his shields on without his consent.
I haven't done a lot of space combat. I didn't know you had to spend a maneuver to turn them on. Just saying.
You a pilot?
Oh my
This is the
goodness.
first. This is the
Is it
first.
a maneuver or incidental?
It's
This
an
is the
incidental.
first. This is actually the
Okay.
first time I've ever played a PC in a starfighter fight.
Oh.
Okay, so these TIE fighters are going to shoot at you, Quinn. Do you have any cool extra things besides the one black for Sparky putting your shields on?
Yeah, I don't think so, but let me double check here.
And just remember, Oni, if you want an astromech, find another player to join. Ba-dum-bum.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was totally expecting these guys to all play like a pilot and an astromech, because since astromechs can be anything now, you could totally have the cool gunner astromech who's just like, "Give me the guns."
Yeah, no, nothing fancy that can help me.
Okay, so these
I
guys.
mean, we did kind of end up with a gunner astromech, at least one who
Kind
wants to
of.
be.
Yeah. He aspires to be this person.
Sparky is like the gunner extraordinaire. He just can't hit shit because he's got no points in it. Okay, so they did spend a dark side point, by the way,
Of course they did.
because they're drunk on victory and they're just like, "Rebel scum, prepare to go down." As just a dramatic pause as they're about to hit the shoot button. Ooh. As they go pew 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 pew, and you literally hear their guns run dry on both of them. Maybe they caught
Okay.
some of that space debris. As they hit you for 7 points before soak.
Yeah.
Now they feel kind of embarrassed with their drunk victory.
All right, we're good.
This could
We're
totally
good.
be a return to base thing. Here's their broken guns. Okay, so who is going next?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, so Rigger's going next.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna take out the ties, right? Or do
No,
we-
don't worry
do we
about
use-
I mean, I don't.
Don't worry
Me?
about them. You got that?
Or let me go next, and then if I don't finish them, we can go from there.
Okay.
I mean, sadly, the last initiative slot, which is the gunners, aren't going to be doing much right now.
Oh, cause yeah. So I will shoot.
Cool.
How unfortunate for them.
Unlike the modern American Navy, space turrets don't have manual cranks to turn and shoot when there's no power. But God, I'd hate to be on one of those cranks turning one of those Big Tens.
Right?
All right. So I will fire. I guess I'll just use my laser cannons. I don't know that I want to use my blast ion just in case something comes up from the planet.
Lasers.
Or not ion, but my
Your
Proton.
Your
Proton,
torpedoes.
yeah.
Okay, are you aiming?
I will aim
Okay.
and we'll flip before you do.
Oh, you're using the last one right before I did.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought we had two.
You are out now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep, it is ready for you. Oh, wait, don't roll. I had the little blinky thing in the upgrade section still, so it wouldn't have counted. Now you can go.
Ah. All right.
Whoa!
Damn! You did not like getting shot, did you?
No.
You
Wow.
obviously took
Not
offense
like
to seeing your
getting
armor
hit.
plating vaporized.
You have 6 dice? Oh my gosh.
I'm happy he went.
How did you get 6 dice?
7. What? Oh, wait. What the hell? Oh, shit. I got to re-roll. Yeah, I forgot to take the greens out.
Oh, you had those 2
Damn it.
greens. Oh.
Why is there a blue up there? All right.
I don't know, because I only gave you 1 blue and 1 upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, does
so I
your
get an
weapon have the
upgrade.
targeting system? Do you have that in there already?
I think I put it. Yeah, but I had a blue up top for some reason.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and take
Uh,
those extra dice out. See how difficult it is to keep track of your dice pool? I do
Yeah.
that all the time.
So that's okay. So you got my upgrade, right?
I got your upgrade and I got your blue. So you just need to click the clear button and go ahead and roll again.
All
Oh,
right.
it's so nice too. So pretty.
I know.
If only you get some
Somebody
rich
had-
purples like last time.
Somebody had to notice that.
God dang it.
Yeah.
All right, still a hit.
All right.
Okay, so it does indeed hit. Not as good as it did before. How much damage we doing here? What, 8 points?
That's 8. Yep.
Which sees one of them explode. If you would
Exploded.
have done a little more damage, because remember that one took the second one already took damage from the turret debacle. A little more damage would have had them both blow up. I'm just gonna tease you with that. I mean,
Sparky's got to go yet.
yeah,
It's
Sparky does
on
get to
turret.
go.
So Sparky's going to do his thing.
Pew pew.
Okay, have Sparky take his shot.
All right. Big gunner, go.
As he's just shooting space debris again, he almost shot Oni.
Ay, ay, ay.
If only
He
there was
thinks
one
he's
more
space
threat, he
debris.
could have shot Oni's ship and did some strain.
Oh.
As he's just
Ay,
like
ay, ay.
shooting the wreckage of the other TIE fighters.
Yeah.
Sparky
he can't
takes
tell.
wounds.
Sparky takes strain. Yep.
He only has wounds.
Yep.
He's just
Right.
a little minion.
He's just getting a little too excited.
He's happy
Okay.
someone told him to fire.
So who is going next?
I guess me, so that I can swing on over.
So you're gonna fly next to Oni's ship?
I want. No, I think I'm gonna go like here.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can fly that fast now, right?
Yep.
Because that's close enough to hit him, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's totally close enough to hit the TIE fighter.
Yeah, and then I want a laser.
You want to hit him with the laser.
Yeah, if Roll20 will let me. Are you gonna
I'm
let me this
Totally gonna roll a dark side so that we have one on the board again.
time? Okay.
How much more work when I have to do it manually? Oh my god.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna aim.
Oh, then I'm not ready.
I wasn't ready either. You're fine. All right, now are we ready?
Yep, I got your aim in there.
Okay, and that's the laser one, right?
Yep, laser.
Poof, and go.
Oh, as you go, pachoo, 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 and this guy's like dodging and weaving, and you can see there's blaster damage on his nacelles on the outside of the ship, as he's just like, rope-a-dope, suckers! So you
Right.
have 3 advantage. How would you like to use that?
I would like to send that all to the next person.
So 2 dice
Oh, that'll-
specifically to one person,
Uh-huh.
and 1 to the next to go. So who's that going to be?
Well, I'm going to try to do that manual repair thing. I think I'm the only one who has it on yet.
That is
You're it.
exactly right. That's why it's going to be interesting that she's basically providing you cover fire, distracting that guy from like just blowing you to space dust.
So you can concentrate.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So I'll try to do the athletics version of it this time. Do we have any light side points?
You
Yes,
have
we do.
one light side point. And your
I'll
friend
try
is
that.
providing 2 blue dice and she's drawing fire for you. And you're using
Alright,
the light
maybe I
side
can-
point as you're just getting pissed and manually repairing them. We know what that means. Percussive maintenance.
I'm going to wrench the pieces of the hull back together.
I will rebuild my ship through the power of the force.
He's
There we
reading
go.
on the control
There we go.
panel.
There we
By the
go.
way, force
Work, damn it.
manipulation is really good
Tink,
for
tink,
that.
tink, tink,
Oh,
tink. It
no.
worked.
Oh my god, I dropped stuff when I saw those 3 threat. So,
worked.
you do repair 3 hull to the ship.
Oh,
So go ahead and add 3 hull back. But for your 3 threats, roll me a critical.
Oh,
Damn it.
As you're
Oh,
smashing
wonderful.
shit and putting shit together, and all of a sudden you see this like
Oh.
really annoying
whoa,
thing
what
that
just-
happens.
Oh, you're a bad person. Alright. Let's see. So on the I go back to vehicle sheet. If I just hit roll critical again, does
Yep.
it do it, or do I have to put 10 in the offset?
Nope, that should do it exactly right.
Does it automatically? Okay.
Yep.
Hold my breath. Oh,
Okay.
that could have been much worse.
Hey! So, jostled. All crew members suffer 1 strain. Wow, that might not be the best for you right now, because you're already down to what? Now 4?
Yeah, I'm stressing, but that's
As,
alright.
as he's banging around the ship and he's getting bounced around, he's just like, come on, manual repairs. My mechanic skills suck.
he strained his wrist doing it.
Hit the console and it hit you back.
I used my head.
But not bad for not having to get out of your spaceship, as all of a sudden, all of a sudden the control panels start lighting back up and it's slowly starting back up. Though the
So
engines are
you're
jacked up.
cackling maniacally. It's alive! It's alive!
I don't need any of y'all. Don't get cocky, kid. Over here, there's some stuff going on. Technicians are about to start deploying to do some shit. Hopefully, the next round they don't do shit.
I'm
And
flipping on my deflectors.
as soon as deflector options light up, he goes click. So, needless to say, inside the carrier, we've got some technicians trying to do some stuff.
Mhm.
Sucks to them because they're in pitch black right now. I'm giving them black dice because they're floating around in a powered down spaceship.
Hey. Uh-oh.
Oh.
What are they doing in there?
They're
Powered
also
something
up,
using
broke
percussive
something.
maintenance.
Fixing stuff and breaking stuff.
Well, it's dark. They probably fixed it and then hit something with it.
But that doesn't repair strain. That only repairs physical damage, right? Or is that a mechanicals check?
They're basically doing the engineering check to get strain back.
Okay.
Mm.
They are attempting to. It is called.
So they powered the privy back up, but everything else is still down. And then now they got shit flooding on the ship.
Well, they're doing a critical to themselves, which is never a good thing. But they
No.
are attempting to do. It's the strain one. Which one is that? My brain is not working because it's now late.
I understand this.
But don't be jacking our ship up more. We got still try to fly this thing out of here. We have to be able to repair it to get out of here.
Yeah.
I have full confidence in Rigger's abilities.
Yeah, it's just more shit to repair if they break more shit.
True.
What are you trying to find the strain repair?
Yeah, I'm like, why am I not seeing it on my cheat sheet?
Where is it here? Manual repair, damage control, damage control,
Damage control, that's the one.
damage to whole trauma / system strain.
I'm like, is it not on this cheat sheet?
Should be, but I'm looking at the piloting action one, so
Yeah, the big generic one does not have damage control.
should. The Force and Destiny one?
No, the generic Force and Destiny one from Alexandrin.net.
Mm,
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's got it in the middle. Apparently, I was not seeing it. So for each success, it removes 1 strain. As on the ship, there's all kinds of weird chaos going as they're pulling power plugs and things are happening. And needless to say, the 2 droids that were plugged into their charging ports, both of them immediately power down. Later on, you'll totally appreciate me for saying that. And their successes were 3. So they have repaired 3 of the whole strain that they have. Too bad they're at -3 right now, huh? As they've got it to 0. If they managed to have gotten 1 more success, they would have had the lights back on. But right now, there's a pair of KX droids that are shorted out on the floor.
Nice.
You definitely appreciate that. That's what I used the threat for.
Right?
I'm
3.
softening up the
Yes,
defenses.
we do.
So who is going next?
Can I get a little bit of revenge on this guy?
Sure.
It is top of the order.
Okay, I'm turning on the deflector shields.
Riggs, I do recommend when it gets around to our turn that we might want to start heading for the enemy vessel as soon as possible so that we
Yep.
can, get on boarding before they get everything booted back up.
For sure, we can do that.
And I'm totally spending a dark side for your roll there for revenge.
Oh.
You're
Stop,
using
stop,
the dark
stop.
side.
So
for
you now
revenge.
have a light side point.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so yeah, I'm zapping him. I will aim.
Let me put your aim in
And-
there.
Oh wait, where's the here's the weapons. There they are. Ready?
Yep. I'm checking something really quick on your crits. Was it just for 1 round? Make sure it's not still affecting you.
The jostled, I think it was just
Just one
everybody
strain.
on board
Yeah.
just once, yeah.
All right, cool. I just want to make sure it wasn't something that would jack you up on your roll. So go ahead and
Oh,
take your
yeah,
shot.
Come on.
Damn.
Revenge is bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you fire your quad beams. They go ka-choo, 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 ka-choo. You're getting all these warning signs as the TIE fighter explodes into space dust.
Now what?
And all of a sudden, you see like a series of fuses on your control panel that were your quad lasers going kaboof, boof, 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 and the quad lasers are down for the count.
Oh, jeez.
Saw that coming.
This thing is falling apart.
And take another point of strain as it explodes on your console, and you're just like, ah!
Good
Knee
God.
strain or ship strain?
You strain.
Knee strain. Oh man, I'm
That's
gonna
down to
pass
what,
out
like
any second.
3, isn't it? Ooh.
Yeah.
There's my twins
Yeah,
right
well.
next to you.
Holy cow, that was a
Yeah.
bad shot.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Ugh.
no, I'm sorry. I'm watching Battlestar, or no, Buck Rogers
Oh.
with the volume off and the white trouser suit that he's wearing. You could tell his religion.
All right.
Like,
Hey,
wow.
it was the
They should've-
70s. Stretchy fabric
know.
was new and scientific.
I'm like,
Oh.
wow, they could have angled that a little differently, a little better.
Good
There's
to have.
there's a few Buck Rogers shots where both him and her, they could have definitely given them some more privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so too tight of pants.
Oh, so I still, if I was going to take a second maneuver, that would be 2 system strain if I wanted to turn around and start flying toward the other ship.
That
that
would be.
correct?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so I'll take the 2 system strain and start flying toward the other ship. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just like, well, my guns are down.
But here
I
we
have
go.
I got
Whoosh.
torpedoes though.
And remember,
you know
you're-
what,
want to
maybe I'm
destroy
not
the
gonna,
ship.
I'm
And-
not gonna fly that fast.
And
I'm
remember,
gonna
you're
kinda
only at speed
take it
1
slow.
because you were dead in the water.
Speed 1 is what, 4 plus 1?
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I'll just kind of like get started and flip around and start heading in that direction. I'm kind of like taking up the rear on this one. I think I've been shot at enough for one day.
Okay, so who is going next?
Quinn or me?
Either one. I mean, at this point, I guess it's a matter of trying to get linked up or hooked up, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
You have
Oh.
the option of the 4 TIE fighter bays that you guys could easily connect to and open your cockpits and basically crawl up the umbilicals.
Mhm.
Or you can connect to the 2 side airlocks.
Okay.
Or you can opt to do some kind of mixeroo of combinations.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd rather come in at the same spot.
Okay.
Does the airlocks come in different level or?
The airlocks come up on the same level as the TIE fighter bay.
Oh, okay.
So technically all the same level, just different locations.
Okay.
Yeah, let's board because I don't know if they're expecting that. So, I mean, either you or me, whichever.
Well, you probably want to dock up rigs first, because that way I can get on board and I'm the
Yeah.
most capable of dealing with ground stuff.
So I'll go
So-
first. So we can we just go anywhere? Or do I need to go to a specific spot?
To the ship.
Just adjacent to the ship.
Just adjacent to the ship.
Yep.
Okay. So I could be like right there. Or what?
So you planning to go underneath the ship or to the side of the ship?
That's what I was asking. What part of the ship do you guys want me to go to?
You ask your border.
That's your
I'm
wing
thinking
commander.
that the tie bays are probably going to be the best place.
Okay. So
Especially for jumping, probably.
so
Yeah, because
where I was.
the umbilicals that the TIE fighters connect to, those are safe for going into hyperspace. If you just
Right.
attach to the airlocks, there is a chance when they go to hyperspace, your ship gets ripped off.
Right.
Okay. Right.
Because those moorings aren't really meant to be that secure. So
Okay,
the three of you
ship
are heading to the underside of the ship, right?
underside. Okay.
Okay.
So would that be here?
That's
Or
just,
here.
Just get your ship adjacent to it. Don't worry about details. It's
Yay,
Star Wars.
here.
Just get you're there. That's. I just want to know where we're putting you on the next map. That's the question.
Ah,
Okay.
Theater of the mind. Theater of the mind.
So who's going
Cool.
next, and where are they going?
I will maneuver up underneath as well.
Okay. And Oni will magically say you get another do around as the first thing in this initiative order. Are you doing the same?
Yeah, I'll go to one of the TIE bays.
Okay, so through the magic of Theater of the Mind, the 3 of you manage to link up together at once.
Woo!
Ba-boom.
And when you do, as I blip out some stuff real quick to hide it from you.
Oh.
As this is purely for you guys. This has nothing to really do with, anything. This is just for me knowing. So I have to wrestle your ships on the other map. because this tactically may change things for you when stuff starts happening. You guys see the deck here?
Uh huh.
Yep.
Each of you pick one of those number 9 circles and park your ship on it.
Okay.
So that way you know which tube you're connected to. Yes. Excellent. You're all spread out.
What? Like we have a choice.
How many choices do we have?
And yes, through the power of Theater of the Mind magic, the Astromechs can magically join you in there.
Yay!
The cockpit tube holds just enough space that the Astromechs can follow. Because that would suck if they got left behind.
It
Yeah.
would.
Okay?
Yes.
So the three of you open your cockpit hoods. You hear the rush of Imperial air hit you. It's very stale, very
Disgusting.
filtered. You see the long 10-foot tube that goes up to the ship. Thankfully, it's very armored and protected. You know your ships are completely safe unless somebody clicks the explosive bolt button or something. And you guys can spacewalk up to the airlock hatch.
Nice.
Yay.
However, you clearly see the airlock hatch currently has a locked button glowing bright and red. So it tells you that you will have to either computers, mechanics, or deck cord your way through it.
What about skullduggery?
Not so much with skullduggery. It's not a lock that can be picked. Oh, I like how Oni's already moving himself over. I like that. He copy pasted himself. Extra points for Oni.
Well, no.
Woo!
No, it was already there.
Sure.
Oh, did I already
Yeah,
do
they're
that?
all there.
Oh, look. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you brought
did.
We're
everything.
all there.
I planned
put us there.
ahead. Hey, I had preparation time. All right. Okay. So the three of you, you do have comms with each other, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay. Well, I know you should, but do you? That's the question.
Yes, of
Yes.
course. I have the earbud comms.
So you guys are all coordinating with each other to slide from the ship to the tube. Everybody go ahead and give me a coordination roll for your spacewalk.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
And does anyone have a thing that makes you take out the black dice from spacewalking?
Oh, God. Why?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
There's
sure
a-
nobody has that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh. As
You said coordination.
coordination, as you're
there
doing
you
that
go.
beautiful slow motion glide, ooh, look at these
Of
interesting
course.
rolls. So yes, you can use advantage to get strain back, by the way.
I
So
sure will do that.
Enos bangs his head and takes 1 wound,
Oh my God.
probably because he's carrying all his shit, and it's a small tube. Rigger takes 2 wounds. Oh, sorry, no, 1 wound, and you can use those advantage to get some strain back. Quinn apparently was born to spacewalk, but he takes 1 strain because he's like, oh god, people are going to need medical injury. I could hear how exhausted Oni was.
I already
Hear
heard 2
everybody on
other.
comms. Oh, goddamn it.
And Oni takes a wound from banging his horns, but can use those 3 advantage to get strain back if you want.
Desperately.
You said
Through the
1
vacuum
or
of
2?
space, Quinn,
1
your
wound.
honest helmet
Okay.
hit the wall.
Well, Oni's still cursing into the earbud. There, into the
It
comms.
hasn't stopped. It's been a steady stream since this ship
Oh
landed.
yeah, it sure has been.
And at that exact moment, the 3 of you are all talking on comms, and you bang your heads, but you get to where you need to go, and you bang, you get tired. You all realize the doors are locked, and there's one of 3 ways to get past. Oni's exploding tape, or wait, no, it's Ignis who's got all the exploding tape, right?
Oh,
I
no,
have,
I have some of
I have
them,
most
too.
of it. Oni has
They
some
both
as
have
well.
it.
Okay, so they have
I
the
do
option for exploding tape, and then the mechanics or the computers roll to hack your way through it. And as you
Wait,
guys are
Mechanics, huh?
For
opting,
me,
what's that?
I was just asking Riggs if she thinks she can get this door open for me.
Probably.
You know she gives you the lighter thumbs up that droids love to give. And as you guys are facing that decision, and you're realizing how injured
Oh,
you
no.
are and how you've successfully done your
Don't do
mission,
this.
that's a good place to wrap it up there.
No.
Ah.
As all of a sudden Ignis is totally like, we're on the ground, it's my job now. Good job, Grin, for getting us here.
Right?
And almost in one piece. It's all good.
Hey, that was all somebody getting showboaty.
Oni, Thunder
That
Squadron
was-
ships don't blow up. If they blow up, you done blown it up.
This is true, though. This is true. I don't think we've ever had a ship go down before.
Nope.
No.
Well, in my defense, I had everybody shooting at me.
Oh,
And whose
whatever.
fault is that?
Whatever. Situational awareness. Put yourself, you know.
I don't think my ship has ever been shot at before.
You had
As-
missiles.
As the mechanics will say, yeah, it looks like the ship had a forced shutdown while with a full rack of missiles.
Oh no!
As
Just saying.
Pappy will totally say, hey, if you're going to blow up your ship, please expend all your missiles on the Empire first. Don't allow them to recapture missiles from your wreckage.
Right?
Okay, so that is definitely when the screen goes dark. Dun 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 dun. You can practically sense that there's armored boots on metal plating on the other side of these doors.
Oh god damn it. Fine.
At least that's
As
your
you hear-
paranoia.
As you hear the whirring noise of Giannis spinning up his gun.
Yeah!
Spinning the gun up in 0G, mind you.
Oh god, wait a second.
Sounds like a great idea. I don't see the
Yeah.
problem here.
The barrel
Which one's
stays
spinning?
still, but he spins instead.
Like,
In 0G, something spins, but it may not be the barrel.
but the barrel's on target, so.
He is so dizzy right now.
Oh my god.
That would be hilarious.
And not off the course of normalcy.
I'm just waiting to see how this boarding action happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I am
entertaining.
totally going to have to send you guys the extra threats and advantage chart for boarding actions. Each want to do some flashy shit.
Well, of
Sounds
course we want to
entertaining.
do some flashy shit.
And the beauty is, these locks, they seem to be like independently powered only. So it's not like somebody from the bridge can like shut you out if you open the door, because the ship
Oh.
technically still needs to be turned back on itself.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it only takes one more good roll, but technically nobody can see or hear you guys coming through these doors yet.
Nice.
Until that tape goes off.
All right.
We'll probably have flashlights.
And the
And
best
who would
part
think that we're
is,
boarding the ship? So,
and the best part is going to be if the ship does pop up, running fight on a ship in hyperspace. That's just me being
Right.
happy. For
hey, better than them getting back up here.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and you never know. The ship might come out of hyperspace at some secret listening post, thereby revealing its location to you guys.
Right?
Or the middle
Providing-
of the fleet.
Further adventure ammunition.
Yeah, and then we get Kay his communications equipment and the location of a new listening post. He'd be
Right.
so happy. It'd
He
be
would be
like
very
fucking
happy.
Christmas for him.
And you ain't lying.
Right? We're just that good.
Yeah. So everybody gets 10 experience.
Woohoo! Whoop!
And I
Lovely,
can't
lovely.
reward you for acquisition yet, but just know that that's coming if you manage to walk off with one screw on this ship.
How about?
Is there
how
a
about-
loose one inside this hatch?
we just grab the screw and go.
Everything in this tube has been exposed to the vacuum of space.
What about a rescue and recovery?
Technically, rescuing and recovering one of your own who got himself unrescued doesn't really count.
Oh.
Now, if you had rescued
Tried.
Kay, that's totally a different thing.
Yeah, well, it was worth the try.
It was worth asking.
Always worth a try.
But 10
Always.
experience as you gird your loins, the assault, The worst part is I realize on the maps I'm using, you can totally see how much wound and strain the ship has right now, and you're realizing, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just like, thank God this thing didn't get its shields up ahead of time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The fact
Yep.
that it could soak 5 every shot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm
That's why we
tempted
needed to do strain on it, and because that definitely was a lower number. But
Yeah.
plus, we wanted to keep the ship alive. But
Plus,
I'm
you did.
tempted to take a rank in Brawl and Athletics right now.
yeah.
I
I'm
bought.
tempted to take some more mechanics.
Yes. Always a good idea. Always.
As all of a sudden he was inspired while beating on his panel before it exploded in his face.
I should probably know how this stuff works.
I should probably be able to tinker with it a little better.
Alternatively, I could take a rank in Negotiation since I seem to use that so much.
That's a
Well-
good one too.
It's always good, yeah.
Yeah, because that always comes in handy.
Or coercion. Just gonna throw that one out there.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, and Coercion would actually be a career skill for me, and I don't like spending XP on non-career skills. It's too expensive.
Negotiations, not? No.
No, it's not a career skill for me.
Bummer.
Maybe I gotta save up and do what Jim's always telling me to do and get another tree. Go Diplomat Quartermaster.
Spend
You're
those
yeah,
delicious
because you're
points.
only single tree right now, right?
No, I'm 2. I've got Commander Tactician and the Recruit tree because the Recruit tree is just really fucking good and also super cheap because it's a universal.
And you keep asking for shit, so maybe you've been hanging out with the quartermaster a little while.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a quartermaster, but I specialize in antiques.
Oh no.
Nice.
I think I'm actually gonna take Jim's advice and grab a rank in Coercion, but that leaves me 5 XP to grab something in another career skill that I don't have any ranks in yet.
Yeah, I really am doing another one in mechanics.
Good.
So important. So important.
I'm tempted to take Brawl. Do you guys think I should take Brawl? Other
Brawl is
options
always
include-
useful.
Other options include piloting planetary, vigilance, survival. None of those I have any ranks in. Discipline.
Survival sounds
Vigilance
like
is good.
Vigilance or resilience, but do you already have brawl or do you have melee?
I don't have Brawl or Melee. I have 2 ranks in ranged heavy and ranged light and gunnery.
You're
You
a
never know
shooter.
when something like that comes in handy. Especially, aren't you really brawny?
I've got 3 brawn.
Could do some damage.
Or save it for more in your shooty.
Yeah,
That's
it's
your
you
main
know,
thing, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to spend this XP right now though. I'll save up after we get next sessions, but I have a lot of career skills that I could get a rank in for 5 XP. I want to kind of diversify my skill set a little bit since I keep running into these things that I'm like, I don't have any ranks in anything at all.
Right.
I think I'm going to take Discipline. I think that makes more sense for my character. Like as I'm seeing Oni get in trouble, I feel like, you know, Giannis is settling down into being more of an established member of team. He's no longer the young and naive, trigger happy Mando boy anymore. He's kind of settling in a little bit because there's a new hotshot on the team.
He's
there's
got.
only enough room for one hotshot per team.
He's
Yeah,
now
there's
calling
only
the
enough- there's only
Oni
enough room
abject
for
lesson.
so much chaos.
It's
Oni-
a controlled chaos, but it's chaos nevertheless.
So I'm grabbing some coercion and some discipline.
nice.
Quite the pair there. Basically, I'm taking all the stats to tell Oni to shut up.
And the ones not having
it
to
might
listen.
take a lot.
Oh, I know I won't be successful, but it's always worth a shot.
It
I have
takes a
very
lot to shut up this mouth.
Well, if you
Actually-
put some of the debt tape right on his mouth.
That's one
Hey,
way to shut
we
him up.
we both got debt tape. Which way are we going here?
The answer is yes.
The tape flight.
Turn around and these two guys got tape that they put all over each other.
And time to run.
And Riggs is just like, that's my cue.
Yeah, what's
I
your
can commute to the vacuum of space, but not to large explosions.
what's your intelligence, Sony?
What's that?
Your intelligence.
What's your
Two.
intelligence?
2.
So you probably want a mechanic level if you're going to be playing with that debt tape.
Yeah,
Galactic.
I already have one, but I could use the second one.
I've got a whole bunch of debt tape that I will be having Riggs deploy.
I mean, we're talking 60 feet. You can tape off a big chunk of ship in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Matter of-
hopefully we won't have to use that much debt tape. I think we should be able to get through this with minimal damage to the ship. We only need it for like getting through doors that they won't open.
Yeah.
My plan is
Oh, you
mostly
wanna
laser
keep
bolts,
the
and
ship.
laser bolts, stun grenades, and EMP grenades.
That's his plan. I love it.
Yeah, see, I would concentrate on that versus melee, so I would go into something else. I wouldn't mess with melee or brawling. I would put it into something else.
Yeah. Well, I'm just using it to diversify my skill set a little bit. So And I
Yeah,
don't-
but
if I really need close quarters combat, I can just use my pistol.
yeah, because resilience is always good. That's always forgotten. Cool.
Well, I have a ridiculously good cool. Like I've got a yellow, 4 greens, and remove a black.
Nice.
My resilience. My resilience is only 3 green, but it's not a career skill, so it's expensive for me to invest in. But I took a little bit of discipline, so that way, while I may not be as resilient physically, I can still. I have the 3 greens for that, whereas I only have had 2 greens for discipline. So this way, I've got a yellow, so that helps a little bit with like mental resilience. And then I also took a rank in coercion, just in case it adds to my my diplomatic commanding leadership skill set.
Sure.
Just a little bit of support for that in case I have to do any coercion.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have
Actually,
to make
I
it
might-
talkie-talkie.
Talkie.
I might actually consider upping my willpower if I get another dedication, but that'll probably be quite some time off since I already got it on the 2 trees that I have.
Yeah, because you got to look at, you can coerce or charm, but you got to be able to resist the return sometimes too.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm thinking going towards quartermaster might not honestly be the worst idea for me.
No, it's in the talkie realm.
It's 40 XP to get the tree for me, which is yikes, but I've already filled out the 2 trees that I have with most of the things that I want. So
Yeah, but you don't get any new skills probably, do you?
what do you mean?
Or talents, sorry, or no, skills, career skills.
Because when you pick up
Probably
a
already have
new
all the career
specialization, you get whatever that specialization has.
Yeah, let's see.
Probably.
Well,
bunch of
I
repeat career
get
skills.
negotiation from it, which is the big one.
Oh, that you don't have with what you currently. Okay,
Mhm. Let's see what would I get? What would I get?
so probably negotiation and
Negotiation, computers, skullduggery, and vigilance, which I don't actually think I have any of those.
oh, well, there you go.
Let's see.
I mean, it's always good if you're getting some extra, skill careers.
Extra
Yeah,
crunch.
negotiation, skullduggery. I do already have vigilance. But yeah, the other three would all be new career skills for me. So that would actually be pretty good.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't got there yet because I'm still got a bunch on piloting to work on, and
Yeah.
still got some medic stuff I can work on.
So many options.
I just want to get some better upgrades for some of my gear. I got all these attachments I want. Never get any chance to get them.
All the things you want, none of the time or money to get them. That's like real life. Come on, this is supposed to be an RPG. We don't have to deal with that real life shit.
Yeah, art imitates life.
I gotta remember next time we're back at base camp. I should have done that at the beginning of this session, but I gotta remember next time we're at base camp. I gotta check in with my other quartermaster buddy that I've been working with,
That's true.
and then also
It's been a
I also
long
gotta-
time.
check in with some of my contacts to see about acquiring a DC-15 carbine, because I need some close quarters equipment, and all of my shit's like long range.
Who knew that could be a problem?
I mean, the Z6 rotary cannon is used a lot in like hall spaces throughout the Clone Wars. So like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but like after they get close enough, it can be a little difficult.
It's nice to have some diversity,
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's what my weapon set's supposed to be all about. I've got a grenade for every situation. If it's if you need to do collateral damage to people, you got the frag grenade. If you need to do non-collateral damage to people, you got the stun grenade. If you need to do non-collateral damage to droids, you got the MP grenade. If you need to blow shit up, you have the armor piercing grenade. I just gotta get my hands on the thermal detonator.
God damn.
And if you have to
Dude,
blow
this
things up
place
from
is
really
not-
far away, I've got a missile tube.
And the best part is you can hold a pair of stun grenades and look at the guy adjacent to you and say, I have friends I can trust. How about you? You pull the pins and drop them right on top of yourself, knowing that it'll put you both down. But your friends will revive you. It's
Or you
all
could do
about
the same thing with
friends.
frag grenades and tell them I got a really good medic on my team.
This is how I get cyber legs, dude.
That's a bold move. A bold move.
I've got a better
It's just
healthcare
like,
system.
fuck you, Giannis. Oh.
Nice. Yeah, well, it's always nice to have a grenade for every occasion.
Mhm.
That's, and it's nice to have the encumbrance to carry it all.
Well, that's the hard part. Yeah.
That's the one that's really nice.
Yeah,
all I had
that's-
to do to carry all this explosive tape was put down my sniper rifle that I was carrying, in addition to my minigun, my blaster pistol, and all of my grenades.
Yeah, just gotta, figure out the loadout.
Yep, it's a dance.
So.
Alrighty, well,
Cool.
you guys have a great night.
All right, have
You
a good
too.
rest of the
Thanks a lot,
weekend, guys.
y'all. Y'all be good.
And this is when I
Bye.
look at the calendar real quick just in case. Okay, good. 19th.
We should, yeah, we should be fine, right? Unless anyone's leaving.
Is everyone
anything.
cool with gaming the day after New Year's? Just wanted to make sure.
So-
I'm fine with it.
The day after. Wait.
January
Oh,
2nd.
second?
Yeah, January 2nd. The one that's 2
That
weeks
won't-
away. Or no.
That won't mess up with our game for
Well,
Sunday?
that's when the Sunday game's going to happen. Our next game is the 19th, and then we have the
Right.
next one January 2nd.
Wait, isn't our game? Shouldn't it's on Saturday?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be the 18th?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
It's-
Yeah, you're right. The 18th and then New Year's Day is that a problem for anybody?
It's not a problem for
Not me.
me.
no, it won't be
Not
New
me.
Year's Eve, and it'll be after I've had all day to recover, so we should be good.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because I was like, I'm pretty sure the not next game but game after that lands on a thingy, and it landed on a thingy. It was a 50-50
actually-
shot of which thingy it landed on.
It's actually perfect though because I'll be on my sleep schedule of being up in the middle of the night. So
Nice.
Perfect.
Yay!
we can do an extra long session.
Woo!
I'm all good. You know,
Oh.
New Year's is a rookie night for
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
drunks, so or all the
Whereas Christmas
trying to
night
get
is
drunk.
usually pass out and sleep because y'all got up and did too much. Mild food coma.
Food coma.
Man, I just have to get through the next 2 weeks and I'm
You
free.
can do it.
God,
You got this. You got
We
this.
believe in you.
I have so much homework to do.
Well, how bad is it? Like, do you know what's happening, or is it a lot?
That's always good.
Basically, I have all of the homeworks to do, and I have to teach myself all the shit before I can do the homeworks because don't understand half the shit my professors say. But
Good luck.
Now the question
We
is,
believe
did you
in you.
bring your laptop into class and use it to record everything?
no, but most of the classes are recorded for me, so I can look them up and watch them.
There you go.
Okay, good. That
Because if I was going to college nowadays, you know my laptop would be up and recording the entire class
Yes.
just in case, so I have that
Yeah.
backup.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the problem is that most of my professors are, again, just not very good at explaining things. So ultimately, it often results to me finding a YouTube channel of some guy that's just really good at explaining and accounting for engineers.
Ooh. Because that's tech talk,
Yeah.
and that's always, you want to raise your hand to the teacher and say, can you please put that in Captain Dummy Talk?
right? And
It's
they're like,
you
no.
just God, I had a class this semester that's literally just explaining really simple, well, not simple, but like not very difficult concepts by using ridiculously crazy worded language, like for really simple diagrams. Like you just take a complex subject, you make a really easy like diagram to explain what it is, but then all of the terminology for the diagram is super technical jargon, and it's like, what the hell is going on? If you just tell me that that's the squares connected to the triangle and the arrow points the way that it works, so it all makes sense. Why are there all of these words?
Yeah. Well,
Too funny.
2 weeks. 1 week
2 weeks.
full of homework, 1 week full of tests, and then I'm free.
And this is your what year?
This is my first semester of my sophomore year.
Sophomore
Okay.
year? Okay.
Okay.
We've got a ways to go yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a threat.
But it's fine.
it kind of is.
It'll be winter break, and I'll just binge watch the entirety of Clone Wars so that I'm like super hyped for next session. That's what.
There you
God.
go.
Yeah.
I still have to go binge back Cowboy Bebop and the newest episode of Wheel of Time, and God, that Viking show on HBO Max.
Oh
The
God, I got it.
Foreigners. The Foreigners.
Nice.
Which, if you have
I've
not
been-
seen it, it's a really good show. It's in, I think, Phoenician? The language of the Finland people. But the
Finnish.
Finnish,
concept is that
Finnish.
time travelers pop up in their harbor from the
Uh-huh.
Cro-Magnon age, Victorian age, and the Viking age.
Oh wow.
Cool.
And then it's the show, it's basically a cop procedural. And
Yeah.
the main cop gets partnered with a woman who's a Viking era woman, but she is secretly a shield maiden because shield maidens and warriors cannot serve in the police because they are too violent.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Okay,
new
that's really
season,
cool.
which is like 6 episodes, has just come out.
Okay. I'll look
Okay.
into it for sure.
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
Curious to
reactivated
see
that
what
yet.
curious to see what you have to say about the new Wheel of Time episode.
I heard some shit
I've been,
happens in it.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. Not a spoiler on this one exactly, but they skipped a few things that I kind of wish they hadn't, but it's bound to happen sooner or later.
I am definitely hearing they're taking some fun
Liberties.
approaches to the
A
books.
bit.
Well,
It still has the spirit of it.
no,
Yeah.
the spirit's there.
Yeah.
The new people watching are ooh and ahhing. that have never seen it, so it's hitting the marks.
Hmm.
You know, they wanted 11 hours. They were given 8 hours for the first season.
Jesus,
So,
that's a lot of having
That's a
to
lot of
practice.
cutouts. And remember,
it's a
they
lot
have to make it.
cut.
They have to make it mass consumable by the market, because if it doesn't
Yeah.
do well, it's not doing its job and it's not getting renewed.
Oh, now, that makes me worried for Lord of the Rings.
Well, Lord of the Rings is getting a bigger budget apparently.
Oh yeah.
well,
big
because it's
shit.
already got an established
Yeah,
that one's
following,
kind of been
background.
tested.
It's got a very common fan base and game
It
base.
has a very
where-
yeah, but like a lot of them can be super angry. You didn't put in this one tiny detail. How dare you?
Oh yeah. Well, there's
So-
a lot of
That's
that.
what a
in
lot of
time.
real time people are saying.
You're always going to
Yeah.
get a lot of the toxic, and the thing is too, they had to make Wheel of Time updated and relatable
Yeah.
to a whole.
Yeah.
What we're talking like 3 generations since, you know.
Right. Well, the big thing with Wheel of Time, so Lord of the Rings, Dune, those have had Star Wars. Those have a very broad, Star Trek. They have a
Yeah.
very broad filler. Most people know those.
Hmm.
Wheel of Time, nobody knows it unless you were a Wheel of Time reader.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to get a feel. Is this something everybody else is going to want to watch that has no clue what the hell Wheel of Time was?
Mhm.
And then they can broaden the scope, and then the books, of course, will start selling.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, you didn't have the base fan base. Everybody knew Lord of the Rings. I mean, if you grew
Yeah.
up as a kid, you heard of Lord of the Rings. You've heard of Star Trek. You've heard of Star Wars. So, there was a base, widespread
Yes.
market.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
like,
just
believe it or not, Kelly had not read any of the Wheel of Time books, which shocked me.
that does not surprise
Yes.
me, but at the same time, hey.
But like, no spoilers, but when there's that one scene in like first episode that gives you that visual that immediately gives you a story of the setting,
Uh-huh.
she immediately saw
Mhm.
that and asked me, was this written before or after Shannara Chronicles? Because Shannara Chronicles does the same thing in the books, but these were both written back in the oh my god 70s,
Right.
Mhm.
So, and like I told her, it's totally of the era that the two authors could have bounced ideas off of each other.
So, does she know who the dragon is, or
She
have
does
you?
not. I have not spoiled that for her.
So you have to sit there and bite your tongue and can't
Yep. Yeah.
bounce shit off. That's
Yep.
gotta be rough.
Yeah,
Harsh.
that's just like when we've watched a show and know the ending and the other person doesn't. It's like, yep.
Yeah. So she's
Yep,
like,
yep.
I think it's so and so, and you're like,
Oh no, I really
Try
like
not to
this
grin
character.
too wide.
Like the only spoilers I've given her is the whole male magic using thing. That's the only thing I've given her the clue in, and we've gotten to that episode where she's witnessing it.
Ah,
Right,
nice.
Because she
Yeah.
was totally like, but I thought they couldn't. No, it's not that they couldn't. It's a disaster when they do.
yeah, they
Yes.
tend to go mad when they touch it. Yeah.
Which is funny because, of course, that book always made me think of if you look at the Viking traditions, that only women could really practice magic. That's why it was called vulva magic. You had to have
Yeah.
a vulva to practice the magic, and that's why Odin was rare because he actually transvestited himself to a woman to seduce his wife and get magic from her, and Loki turned into a woman to learn it from his mom, who is the same
Yep.
woman. And that's why there's not a lot of wizards in Tolkien, in Viking tradition, because it's usually a woman's job. Most of the
Yeah.
men are going to be craftsmen or warriors, or flat
Right.
out berserkers. Why? Because they don't have the tolerance for that type of fine work.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Because-
Viking tradition, they admit their shortcoming. I go kill
Yeah.
shit. I don't gotta sit there and weave magic. I'm gonna skin a man from the waist to the ankles to make man pants. Which, if you ever get a chance, Google the museum in Reykjavik, the witch museum, where they actually have a
Yes.
preserved pair of man pants for a witch
Yep.
to turn herself into a man.
No, nice.
Some witch even skinning from the waist, like a belt, down to the ankles, a man's whole lower torso in one skin.
That's
It's like
Makes
that
me
was some
happy.
serious fucking skillmanship.
like so much skill went into that for sure.
And so much crazy.
The
But again, you look at Vikings; the males tend to have berserkers and that, and even the skilled warriors are like on the edge of berserk. So
Mhm.
yeah, you start making them think too hard to do like mental magic shit. They're
Yeah.
gonna go crazy.
Yeah, because that's where I always felt he got the inspiration for it, where it's like, yeah, they might have the gift, but to do so burns out fuses real quick.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Yeah, they're
nobody
just-
wants a magic use. It's a lot like in Dune. Nobody wants a God, what the hell was he called?
The
The prophesized name he was given.
Kwisatz
right.
Haderach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one.
that thing.
Nobody wants a guy who's not in control of his emotions having the power to Jedi whammy people.
Well,
Because think about it,
Yeah.
would you really want a serial fucking rapist that can mind bend people?
No,
I
I
mean-
don't. Thank you.
That's where I always take that shit. It's like, because if he'll do shit like that, do you really want that guy to live? No. Bene Gesserit Witch, kill him now. If he can't control his shit, put him down like a dog.
well, seduced by the power that
Mhm.
supposedly women aren't seduced by power.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
the books-
Wheel of Time is also incorporating Eastern mythology with that, with the flame and the Dragonsfang working in harmony together, forming that like yin and yang correspondence.
Yeah, you get lots of the duality. It's just like when you have the women and their wardens, it's a cooperation. Which
Yeah.
they're gonna get more into that stuff because they have to, but that'll be when they get to the tower, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
you got
if they
the-
get to the tower.
yeah, and then there's the red that, don't take, but they're more warlike like men
Hmm.
and hate men, but they don't take warders. Probably just because they like
They're
frickin'
hyper feminists.
Naida or whatever her name is. She's all like this power hungry.
Yeah, they're hyper feminist, pro feminist, as well as they let the power go to their heads.
Yep.
When your first instinct is to murder anything dangerous, wait a minute, that's not our mission.
Well, not necessarily.
Yeah, their whole
Just make them submissive.
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh, no.
The whole Red's thing for being is to hunt down men who can channel. That kind of like sours them on men in general.
Yeah, I mean, think
Yeah.
about it. If you have to murder thousands of men, boys, and children, that's gonna turn you against guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
But no, they've done a very good job with the show.
That's good.
Next
Yeah.
one's go. There's also Lost in Space is out.
Yeah, Lost in Space just
Next
came
series.
out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if anyone cares, but Discovery came out too, and I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah. Discovery's running, but that's
Yeah.
that one's running on a week by week basis.
Yeah.
All of Lost in Space is out, so you can binge that one.
Excited.
Yep. It's
And then I watched.
it's probably gonna be the last season. I heard, right?
Which one? Discovery?
Lost
Or-
in Space.
I
Lost in
think
Space.
so. I think so.
Because I remember back before they started filming that they got renewed, but that was gonna be it. I haven't heard any updates since.
Though they did leave it potentially open, but
That's always good. I
Sorry.
mean, if
I already
nothing
finished
else,
binging.
if nothing
They
else,
left
they
it.
leave you that opening for a movie or something.
Yeah.
You never know. Yeah.
And Shadow and Bone or whatever on
That was a good one. I
Netflix.
liked that version.
that was interesting.
Mhm.
That was an interesting,
Yeah.
like Polish blockish kind of
Mhm.
feel.
You get that very Slavic hardcore hit with a bit of
Yeah.
bit of slight Mongolian-ish Eastern coming in,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
the fact that they had airships from a certain
Oh,
point of view.
Right.
I don't do that. Sorry.
That's on Netflix.
My Alexa did something and I didn't like it.
Alexi was doing something.
Alexa.
Oh, now you said her name.
No, I don't have that as my wake word. I have a different one.
Oh,
So
as all of a
there's a lot
sudden
of
she
good
shouts
shows
out,
right
"Hot
now.
and nasty! Search for."
I used to have it for computer because Star Trek nerd, and every single time somebody said the word computer, she would talk, and it annoyed the hell out of me.
Computer.
See, I have computer for my bedroom Dot, Echo Dot, but
Nice.
not in the living room area.
Yeah.
Oh, and even though I haven't said anything, she's listening. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what just happened to mine.
See, that's
I
why
just
I
saw
don't
the lights
have
on.
one of those. My phone listens to me enough as it is.
Well, that's why I'm
Okay.
like, I don't give a shit.
Well, we have it because of the 2-story, and all of our rooms have a weird Star Trek name to it. Like Andy's room is Captain's Quarters. There's I'm Ensign Quarters.
Nice.
One of the boys is Astrometrics. Downstairs is 10 forward. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's freaking awesome. No, they're nice to have. Like the Echo Dot in the bedroom, it's great to walk in to go to the bathroom and just, hey, Echo, play some music, and you don't have to walk around to turn on the radio while you go use the bathroom. And then when you
Yeah.
walk out, you're just like, Echo, stop.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Hey,
Yeah, the kids
Echo,
use it to fall
play
asleep.
bathroom theme song.
I'm very surprised because we're using her wake word. She's not listening, and I'm great. This is great.
Oh, I'm sure she's listening. She's listening.
Using Echo as an alarm is not good because it is hands-free. So it's like, oh, Echo, snooze. You don't even have to
Oh,
move.
that could get dangerous.
Oh, I don't use that. She
That
wakes
is
my ass up
dangerous.
every fucking day.
It's like physical alarm where you have to actually reach over and slap it to at least get you moving,
Yeah. Well, I have
Across
to
the
yell at
room,
her,
preferably.
so that works for me.
right? Well, my dad back in the day when he worked for the post office after the Marine Corps and that, he would have the alarm next to him, and then 10 minutes later he had the alarm, a wind up little ring,
Oh, yeah.
a little manual ring the bell alarm across the room on the dresser just in case.
Yeah. No, I
At
get
that point, he had to get physically out of bed.
That's the oh shit alarm.
Yeah, that never worked for me. Apparently, me yelling at something wakes me up. Great. Anyway.
And everybody else around you.
Right.
Luckily, they are deep sleepers. It's all good.
All right, guys, I must go.
Yep.
Okay.
It's that time.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Have a
in
good
couple
night,
weeks.
guys.
Bye.
Be
Have a
good.
good one.
Bye.
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 And I'll hear you